Are you feeling spiritually lost, like you've tried everything, YouTube videos, online courses, even meditation apps, but still something is missing? Wondering, is this all there is? The world is loud and chaotic, and your soul is overwhelmed, craving inner peace, but you can't find your way back to yourself. This is exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system to help people just like you. This isn't a video you watch and forget. It's a daily spiritual lifeline that brings you back to your soul. So if you're done feeling lost and you're ready to start transforming, then come join us. This is more than a course. This is your lifeline. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. Welcome to our September 21st VEDAGURUDEV'S Soul Talks live from a Thailand beach. As you can see the palm trees in the background, we are live from a Thailand beach. So if you have any questions, put it in the YouTube chat, or if you're backstage on StreamYard, raise your hand and we'll get to your questions and we'll answer them wholeheartedly. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at VEDGuruDev YouTube channel. We have over 1,070 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Daily Babaji quotes, very interactive community, answering questions like we do on the Soul Talks and our Sad Songs videos. And also, if you want to discover the secrets of Kriya Yoga 100% free, go to freekriyayogamasterclass.com. Join our group and join 770 like-minded Kriya yogis and yoginis practicing Kriya Yoga 100% free all around the world. And if you want the advanced techniques and to master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga and join me, Veronica, and Paul and all of our members, go to kriyayogamasterclass.com and let's start getting to work. And with that said, we will start our September 21st VEDGuruDev'S Soul Talks live from a Thailand beach. So whatever questions you have, put in the YouTube chat, or for our members, hold up your hand backstage and I'll answer your questions wholeheartedly. So I guess with that said, Veronica is coming to the stage. Namaste, Veronica. How you doing today?
Namaste. I'm doing great. Today. Oh, go ahead.
And we have Paul backstage also. Namaste, Paul.
Namaste. I wore my my beads today. I was hoping some of your Guru Mojo Shakti would like rub off on them, you know.
Okay, I'll transmute you some Shakti energy to your Raksha beads, to your mala.
Thank you. Yeah, so I've got you know, some interesting stories about a guy that, you know, came into my shop. Would you like me to relate that to you right now?
Okay, yeah. Hold on a second. Veronica, you have anything you want to say before we get into Paul's story?
I just want to say that I'm honored to be here and thrilled to be here for another Sat song. If anybody's interested, today I'm wearing a pink lily flower. So
nice, very beautiful.
Yes, I don't know. I'm manifesting a lotus flower when I can come to Thailand in person. We'll do a live stream in person. But until then, making do with whatever flowers I can find in California. So yes, so
Sounds
happy
great.
to be here. So yes. Continue, Paul.
Thank you. And also, first, I would like to say that our Yagna fire was great, and I thank everybody for their well wishes, and thank you, Veronica, for even adding me to yours. So, like, I got double whammy there.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're my brother.
So for all those people that don't know, every full moon and new moon, we have a holy Yagna fire where our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members send in their request, and we burn it up in the fire. It no longer serves you. You wave bye to it. So
yes.
Paul is about to go into surgery next week, so we cleared the path for him to have the successful surgery. And we did it over and over. So
yes,
via Dan Van Tree, via the fire, via all our members' requests. So rising tides lift all boats. Collectively, we clear the path for all of our members.
Well, I just have a quick comment from Sandy. She says, "Namaste, all. I love that lily flower. It reminded me of a lotus." Yeah, that's why I got it. I was like, it kind of looks like a lotus. So yeah, we're on the same page, Sandy.
Namaste, Sandy. Yeah, I like Veronica's flower too. Very beautiful.
Yes.
I'll second or third that.
Yeah, beauty's important.
Okay, yeah, Paul, proceed.
Okay.
Yes.
So it started off by I got like on Facebook Marketplace, I list a bunch of my merchandise, and so the guy asked if I did have any computers available, and also was I hiring, and I'm like yes to both questions, and then he made a comment like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be by there, for sure, and whatever. So I went to his profile. Well, my boss, as I sold my business, so yeah, I've got a new boss, and we're gonna be hiring people, and like I had it also in my mind, like what kind of person I would like to work with. Like I had this like dream of like, yeah, I don't just want some dude that's like I'll be over there watching all my conspiracy videos, and he's like looking at me like all crazy, but I wanted somebody I could like totally relate to, but that also knew his job, that I don't have to babysit him and stuff like that. So I went, I said, let me just look at this guy's profile. So I like clicked into his profile just to get a little view, and my eyesight's not that good, but I just saw this, guy with long hair, and I couldn't make out. I thought it was a white dude, long hair, and he had like some spiritual stuff listed, on some of his posts. So I was like, yeah, this guy's awake. So like, I kind of just like knew he was going to show up, and I was feeling excited about it. I was like, this is going to be fun because I'm going to go down every rabbit hole with them, So so the dude shows up, and turns out he's like, he's from Haiti, and the hair was like dreadlocks, So it was like a complete like I was thrown aback. I was totally expecting somebody else, and like also I didn't like advertise anything about a job opening, so it was kind of weird that he asked, and I kind of thought he was someone who left me a resume, and I just sent him a thing we might be looking for, but that was the only other person I said anything about. So I kind of thought it was him, but yeah, he shows up, and so I start talking to him, and yeah, he's very knowledgeable and everything. But then, so I started going down all the rabbit holes with him, and so he told me he was from Haiti, and he told me some of his stories about voodoo, because that is where the voodoo religion is from. So, I don't really have any questions, but this is a talking point about various religions because voodoo has a very bad rap, just like God. Like when you say God, it could have a lot of baggage attached to it, judgmental God, a God you should fear. But voodoo, it's in every movie. Oh yeah, the voodoo doll. Voodoo is like an evil religion. So, and I knew this was BS, and I didn't even like ask him about it. But later I went to AI and I searched up all about the voodoo religion, and they're monotheistic. They have one God also, and then they also have like their ancestors, and they also have like saints that they do. So it's almost like every religion. We got the one God, and then you got your saints and stuff like that. But of course, they have their own cultural things, and like that magic, the voodoo magic. So he related to me, and he says he has other stories, but I haven't gotten into them yet. But about they were sitting in coals, just like you. I asked you that question. Did you ever walk across coals, or had you heard of that? So yeah, he said they were sitting, like just actually sitting in the coals, and their clothes actually was catching fire, and they were unaffected, and they would take the hot coal, and put it in their mouth, So he told me that story and a little bit about his mom and some interesting things. But so yeah, that was pretty much it. So and I just feel he'll be the next one. I already sent my boss a good review of him. I said, it's up to you two to negotiate salary. I didn't talk anything like that. I'm not going to tell him how much I'm making. That's his business and between them two. So yeah, if they can make an agreement, yeah, I think he'll be great, and I'll get along well, and it will be a lot of fun for me. It'll be twice the fun.
Well, Paul, Sandy says that you are a great storyteller, Paul. By the way, you are, Paul.
Thank you.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, there are a lot of different paths to God. I mean, if they're doing voodoo in Haiti, I'm kind of familiar with it because I live in Miami, and there's a lot of Haitians. I forgot what they called it, but if they're not hurting anybody and they're helping people, why not? The only limit I have is when you hurt people. That's when you're going a little too far, or you're trying to invoke negative energies to bring bad things to other people. But if that's the incarnation or the form of God that you resonate with, why not? As long as you're not hurting anybody, it's perfectly fine. The only line I think is when you cross the line of hurting people or harming people or attaching to negative energies, then I wouldn't do that. But yeah, whatever you call it, whatever your path is, as long as you help people and uplift people, why not? I mean, a lot of people say a lot of things, like you say, voodoo has a negative connotation, like oh, they're hurting people, they're doing black magic or whatever. But I don't know. A lot of people say a lot of things. There's a lot of misinformation. So exactly. I don't have enough knowledge about it to make any judgment or decision on it at all. I would just say, if you're coming from a place of love, not hate, you can never go wrong. Voodoo, whatever it is, like you asked me before about Satanism. I was like, I don't know. I never had an audience, So, long as you're not hurting anybody. I mean, they say a lot of things. Like, I would just experience it for yourself. Then you would know, Did this make me feel good, or did this make me feel uncomfortable? And just use your own discrimination and discernment. So, yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I would say that like in every religion, there's going to be both, like there's going to be good people, bad people. And like, there's those that do the black magic. And then there's the other ones that are, good. And like on my way to work, actually, there's two, they call them botanicas, where they sell all the stuff for magic and stuff. And I could clearly tell one was like demonic. It like had like a skull on it and stuff. And the other one kind of looked like a white one. You know, it was like, you know, it might have said something about Jesus, but they were both two different ones. You know, a lot of the Mexicans go there and do all that stuff. But yeah, you know, so yeah, so you know, if you're interested, just do an AI search on voodoo, and you will. You know, it goes into depth all about everything about it. You know, it's amazing, the AI. So, you know, it's a great tool. And I did that also with the American Indian, you know, religion. I was curious about that because that other guy that came in that told the Archangel Michael story, his wife was, you know, American Indian, and he didn't even know he had it in him, but he was in the dentist, and the dentist said, "Oh, you must be like American Indian or something," because in his teeth he had these like little divots in the molars, and he said that's, you know, that's a genetic marker of like a Native American thing. And he was like, "Oh, wow." But I was curious, and I always felt kind of resonated towards that, you know, the Native American and you know, earth and the sun and great spirit and just that type of energy. But yeah, it's a great tool. So you search up any religion you're curious about and get a good breakdown on it.
Well, and it's a good testament that when you're on the spiritual path, you could walk coals, you could put coals in your mouth, you could overcome the elements. However, right, you know, whatever your spiritual tradition is, it's readily available for everybody. When you tap into your true inner potential, you'd be surprised of what you could overcome. I've definitely seen yogis and yoginis in real time overcome the elements, you know, not be affected by the frozen tundra, the Himalayan mountains, the brutal wind, you know, the freezing cold weather. You know, they just walk up there barefoot with a little dhoti, you know, covering their private parts, and come back. They're good. I've seen one yogini walk up 24 hours and come down. It took us like 3 days, right? Walk up, walk back, you know, like, you know, and these rocks are like razors, you know, on your feet. So unaffected by it, you know. So yeah, if you really tap into your true inner potential, then you could walk over coals, you could put it in your mouth, you could sit in the freezing cold tundra of the Himalayan mountains, and if you have these tools in your toolbox, then you could heat up your body, you know, you won't be frozen. So yeah, I would definitely say you'd be surprised at what you could do if you tap into your true inner potential inside you as you.
Well, Sandy had a comment about the voodoo. She says that I really don't know anything about voodoo outside of Haiti itself. It seems to be most prevalent in the southern U.S. states, mainly right. I've heard that hoodoo is a more positive version. ? So.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess in like Southern America, like New Orleans and this type of stuff, they do. I mean, I've heard. I've never seen it, you know. I mean, my only basis is like movies or whatever.
Me too.
I've seen some movies where they're doing some kind of black magic in New Orleans, or they have some kind of ceremony or whatever, you know. So yeah, maybe. But I would always say anything you do come from a place of love, not from hate, you know. And I don't see how you could go wrong, whatever you call your spiritual practice, you know, if you come from a place of love, not hate. So if you're trying to harm people or hurt people for some kind of outcome, that's your bad karma, you know, not other people's bad karma. So I would just love people unconditionally, and whatever you call your spiritual tradition, voodoo, hoodoo, woodoo, whatever, it's perfectly fine, long as it's coming from a place of love, not from hate. So
yeah,
a lot of people say a lot of things. I'd rather experience it for myself. Like I can't make a judgment, or how could I say how it made me feel, because I've never had an audience, so I wouldn't know. But I would just say, to make a long story short, always come from a place of love, not from hate. You can never go wrong, whatever you call your spiritual practice. So
well, Sandy says, thanks, Paul. We'll definitely go down that rabbit hole. My partner often is the one to tell me about the conspiracies, but I do get downloads from time to time, so-called conspiracy, aka truths. And then she says, I meant practiced in the South, not prevalent. Oh, no problem. And then she says, fear is what puts those spells in motion. Do not feed the fears. I agree. Don't feed them.
Yeah, I agree with you too. If you're a fearless yogi or yogini, then these black magic have no effect on you. You know, like you have your shield up. You're practicing unconditional love, and you laugh at it like the joke it is. The yogis have a perspective. Death is a joke to me. I am the death of death. So when you laugh at death, you laugh at all their fear-based propaganda. Like, this is kindergarten, you know. I laugh at death, you know. Like I kick the devil in his ass whenever I see him. So this is light work over here, you know. So yeah, if you have your shield up and you're coming from, like I said, a place of love, not hate, then these things have no effect on you. So no matter how many people send demons to me or try to put a curse on me, I have my shield up. It has no effect. So I laugh at it like the joke it is. I was like, that's the best you got? Kindergarten, light work over here, you know? And
sorry.
Yeah.
You said laughing.
Yeah, I laugh at the I don't know, the negative energies, the lower frequencies. So yeah, so when you basically the way karma kind of works, when you send negative energy to other people, it reflects back on you. So I wouldn't transmute negative energies because it's going to poison the vessel that projects it. Let's say it like that. So never be in a fear-based state. Always be fearless. Laugh at their narrative. Laugh at their ghost story. Laugh at their black magic. Laugh at their lower frequencies like the joke it is, you know. But like Sandy said, it never works unless you're in a fear-based state. Like if you're not scared, it has no effect, right? You'll be sorry. I'm gonna curse you. Okay, I don't care. You know. Nothing, right? You know, like it just dissipates, it just dissolves. So, and it only works if you're in a fear-based state. If you're not in a fear-based state, it has no effect. So you just, whatever. Try your best. I got my shield up. I've done my inner work. You know, I'm a nuclear power plant radiating divine energy. So if you think you could affect that, I'd like to see you try. You know, I'm ready to dance anytime you want. So, but in my perception, they only want fear-based people, like easy targets where their narrative is easily become your narrative. If you know who you are and you're self-realized, then no one can tell you who you're not. So you just laugh at this like the joke it is. Like, yeah, okay, whatever, sure. You know?
Yeah.
I'm going to curse you. I'm going to put voodoo on you or black magic or, you know, you'll be sorry for the way you treated me. Okay, whatever, sure. Give it a try, you know?
Well, Sandy agrees with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Sandy says, yeah, that reminds me. I pulled the devil card for myself the other day, and I'm like, bring it on. I'm bringing the light. Bring it on.
There you go. You have the VEDAGURUDEV perspective. That's anytime the devil shows up, I put my foot straight in his ass. You know, I want to be Braveheart running down the hill with a Superman punch right for the devil's face, but I never get that opportunity. So I stay ready, so I get ready. So if you pull the devil card, then you say, "Oh, okay, I guess I'm. Where you at? Show yourself. I want to see it." But yeah, they never come. When you hold up the white flag, the black flag hates the white flag and tries to stay away from the white flag because these are people who are self-realized and enlightened. They know the truth, right? You know, so the light brings darkness. Light brings the light to darkness. You know, so be a lighthouse to darkness. You know, but to me, in my perception, these lower frequency beings attached to lower frequency emotions and thoughts and whatever. They're almost like, how could I say this lightly? Cockroaches or rats in the night, you know? They try to lower your frequency and scare you with their fear-based narratives, but if you see them for who they are and you're not scared of them, you just laugh at them like, oh, look at you, you know? Trying to sneak through the back door and run up on me, you know? Like,
Yes.
no thanks. So, yeah. But if you come from a place of love, then all this fear dissipates. You laugh at it like the joke it is. Like, oh, look at you. You're so scary with your black magic and your, I don't know, darkness or lower frequencies. You know, not scared of you at all.
Yeah.
Like Sandy said, I work for the light. I don't work for the darkness. You're a joke to me. You're a comedy show. I laugh at you like the joke you are. So go away. No fear over here. Fearless yogis and yoginis over here. Nothing fear based over here.
Yes, and she's kicking the devil's ass. So
yeah, kick the devil's ass any chance you get. I never get an audience, so you know, but I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. So if that day comes, my foot is shined up and ready to go straight, you know. Don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you, you know. I'm Braveheart running down the hill with the white flag. Oh, devil. So you know, they never come around. They like easy targets, fear-based, you know, people who are in their fears or scared, you know. Oh, you're so scary with your so-called fangs, your so-called pitchfork and pointy tail. Joker to me, you know. Get lost. Go away.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask Stephen about the hoodoo voodoo thing.
Yeah,
he actually came back we talked for like 3 hours the first day, and then he came the next day and he brought a computer with him that he was working on that he was having a problem with. So I got to see him in action a little bit. I was like, oh, this is good. I can see him in action and see like how, you know, if he really knows his stuff. But we determined it looked like a bad power supply, but we tried he had gotten one and it still didn't work. And he was like, you know, I tested his and there was some kind of problem. But then we put one of mine in there and it still wouldn't turn on. So we just had to transfer the data to a new computer. So that's what we ended up doing. But anyway, I'm also, I just put a link on the free SKOOL to a book that I'm reading called Bleed Through. So highly recommend this book. It's like an amazing story, and it reads like science fiction, but it's like all the stuff that I really know is going on in the world. But he's an experiencer, and he had like lots of different kinds of experiences. And so he tells his story, and like when he started off telling it, it kind of sounded like my story. I mean, without the experiences, but like just he described his life and how people perceived him, but like yet there was something missing, you know, like he had gotten everything. The's got the American dream and everything going, but yet he's like kind of empty. And so that's when you like you're starting like, there's got to be something I'm missing here, you know. I'm still not happy, you know. So searching for spirituality, but yeah, he goes through this whole like journey, and so he had experiences also with like negative astral entities, and he told about, you know, how they can attach to you and different things about what they do sometimes to manipulate you in a relationship. Like, you know, they'll set you up with like a negative type of person so that they can feed off the loose of that, you know, and it'll like a lot of stuff. He goes pretty deep. So he said, and I do this too. Like, so this made me relate also. Like I you know, believe in I believe in the tarot, astrology, Reiki, psychics. I do that, and I've had Reikis. You know, I've had several, you know, many Reiki sessions, and I remember one time it's normally just like she's working with your body. Oh no, well this is like a massage, but she's combination Reiki, so she wasn't like full on, but she's a Reiki master. So it was my instructor at the yoga class, and she's like, she calls it a Thai massage, but she's doing Reiki on you at the same time. And on the Thai massage, she's kind of like, it's almost like together you're both doing yoga moves, and she'll like use her feet to like push on you a certain way. But this one time, she's like, she felt like something in my stomach. I think she was using her Reikis, and it was really super weird. And sometimes she like has a drum, she'll like beat it, and you'll hear, you know, these vibrations just like going into you. She'll like walk around you with a drum. And but she got something out of my stomach. She put her hand like this, and she said, "Don't worry, this is not going to hurt or something." And she like pressed down, and like as if she was like getting some type of negative attachment out of my, you know, my system. And I kind of asked her about it. She was kind of vague on it, but I was like, "What was that all about?" You know? But
yeah,
I don't know. She just was guided to do that, so. Yeah, so it's weird, you know, but yeah. So anyway, I'd recommend the book, and you can like, you'll be hooked if you just it's you know, it's on Amazon, so you can like download a sample, and it's a pretty long sample. You can read like, if you read just that sample, you're gonna be hooked, and you'll just like, I got to get this book, you know. And I can't really put it down, so it's very a lot of insights in there, I'll just say, and a lot of about what's going on in the world, and I think, you know, it's good. A good book to read that I just
recommend. Yeah. What was the name of it again?
It's called Bleed Through.
Bleed Through. Okay.
And you know, that's kind of like different frequencies and stuff, and like the bleed through that like we might be getting, like causing like the Mandela effect and different, you know, weird things that are going through that, you know, that happen here on Earth. So I think that's what the name is about, Bleed Through. It's like he's like a different consciousness level is, you know, bleeding through ours and affecting people, you know, such as us, to raise our consciousness, raise our vibration so that we can live in that energy, you know? So yeah, it's a great book.
Okay.
And it is on the free site. I always just post on the free because I know anybody in Master will see free, but I don't know if I post in Master if free will see. Does it work either way or not?
No, the free they can't see inside of our Masterclass.
But yeah, it makes sense just to post in free for me, you know, that way everybody can see it.
Yeah, everybody, most of our members are part of the free school too, so they could see it also.
Because a while I was like putting the same thing in both sections, but I was like, that's not necessary, you know.
Well, if you don't have anything to say, Paul, I guess I will go next. I don't know. I've been thinking the powers that be, our overlords that run this world. I think they know who the chosen ones are. I think they know exactly who they are. And they put as many distractions and traumas in our way, and they make it really hard for these people to wake up. And I don't know. I think people who remember who they are, they're the ones that can't be bought, broken, shamed, or silenced. And if you're a chosen one, you're a threat to those powers that are running this world. So I was thinking, if this is true, I don't know, if you know that, like, yeah, bring it on. Yeah, you think you can hurt me? Like the worst that, you know, I did have a rough childhood. My parents would leave me alone, and I had to fend for myself. So I think like maybe things are put in our ways to like distract us, to make it really hard for us to wake up because we're so stressed and dealing with so much trauma. And I think, you know, if we are a threat, they would know exactly who we are. So I was just thinking, like, I don't know, the world just, you know, but everything has happened to me. I think it's transformed me and made me stronger and maybe even purified me. So yeah, thank you for making my life hard. I just want to say thank you, overlords. So that's
in the book. Literally that what you just said, it's all in the book. So you gotta read that book specifically.
Yes.
Yeah, so I would say you should be built for this, you know? Like you should wake up every morning like I was built for this. Like
yes,
they're gonna throw you psyops, they're gonna throw you narratives, they're gonna throw the veil, the curtain over you so you can't realize your true inner potential. But once you become aware and you're aware of the pieces on the chessboard, the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, then you know their game. Like, oh, there they go, running the playbook again.
yeah,
Boring. You should get a new playbook. You've been running this playbook since JFK. Get a new one. Upgrade your playbook. You losers. You're such losers with your fake psyops and your fear-based narratives and your ghost stories. I want no part of it. So yeah, when you start to see the pieces on the chessboard, you know the game. Like, oh, there it comes. I knew it was coming, you know?
Yeah.
There it is right there. But yeah, they do everything in their power to stop you from realizing your true inner potential. Once you realize your true inner potential, you laugh at all this like the comedy show it is in the Maya delusional world. So anytime they try to tell you anything, I like, oh, here comes those liars telling those lies again. Liars tell lies, you know. Oh, let me tell you a story about a faraway place you should be scared of. Boring. Go outside my house, look up in the sky. No airplanes, no bombs, no fire. Not where I'm at, you know. Yeah. One of our members in our last class said Ramayana Maharishi. They asked him about, I guess it was World War II or Vietnam, one of these wars. He says, not in my universe. It doesn't exist. So I don't want nobody else's narrative to become my narrative. So in my happy place, inside me, as me, none of this exists. It's all a bunch of fake movies and ghost stories that doesn't exist in my universe. So make your universe so happy and blissful and so harmonious that you're unaffected by any of this stuff. You're like, let me tell you a story about what you should think about Israel or Palestine or whatever. Like, no thanks. I don't want your ghost stories or your stories about God to become my stories about God, you know? Have a God of your own choosing, no borrowed beliefs, you know? No, figure it out for yourself. And let me, you know, so yeah, let me tell you a story about what God ate for dinner yesterday. You're like, nah, no thanks, you know? I have my own connection to God. I have an own direct phone number to God. No middlemen, you know? No, nobody besides me and God in our connection, you know? I don't want anybody to tell me what God is or what God did or, you know? So, yeah. But if you could see the 3D pieces on the chessboard, the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, you already know their game. Like, here they come. The Maya keeps Maya-ing, and there it is. The delusion is at all-time high today, but it's at an all-time high every day. So another day at the office, here they come with their stories, and you know, all they want you to do is regurgitate their stories. Like, let me tell you how you should feel about the president of the United States, or let me tell you how you should feel about this or that or that. I'll feel however I want to feel about it. You know, I don't work for any of you. You have no control over me. I'm sovereign. I use my own discernment, my own discrimination to make decisions, and I don't want your ghost story to become my ghost story. So keep it over there, you know?
Yes.
If a tree falls in the woods and I didn't hear it, did it really fall? I don't know. I didn't hear it. So,
yeah,
you know,
not my reality.
Their job is to bombard you from all directions with their narrative. So you've been conditioned from birth to regurgitate, right? You know, and not question, right? I used to like when I used to go to Catholic school. What did none say? Thinking is a sin of pride. You should not think. We've done all the thinking for you. You only regurgitate and memorize, right? Jesus did this. Jesus did that. This is what Jesus said. Blah, 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 blah. You know? Use your own discrimination and discernment to figure out what form of Jesus resonates with you, or maybe no form. It's perfectly fine. Resonate. with whichever form makes you feel the best. You know, whatever form of God or incarnation of God you resonate with, that's perfectly fine. You know, long as it's coming from a place of love, not from hate. You know, if a squirrel is your God, perfectly fine. If it makes you feel good, who is anybody else to say what your God should be? You know, so yeah, we've been conditioned at birth to just regurgitate and memorize, but when you start waking up and becoming aware, then you're like, nah, you know, I don't want your God to become my God. I'll
Yeah.
use my own discernment, my own discrimination to figure out which form of God works the best for me. And if God is everywhere and everything, then everything is a form of God. So if you pray to a tree, a squirrel, or a picture of Jesus, what's the difference? It's all God anyway. So if you see God everywhere and everything, you can never go wrong because everything is God. So
Yes.
I've got a question for Sandy
Oh, good.
or Veronica, but I want to know if she's heard of star seeds, and if she knows what it is. Does she identify with any? And you were Veronica were saying like chosen ones, like yeah, like I think we're all here on some kind of mission, and like we're connected with the galaxy and different races that might be out there. Who knows what really is, but there's a theory that there's star seeds and or chosen ones, whatever you want to call it. But I just want to know if Sandy's heard of it or if she identifies with any particular star race. Some of us are into that stuff, and we like, oh, I think I'm like Pleiadian. Maybe there's a Pleiadian ship out there, and I'm like the boots on the ground.
Maybe.
Pleiadian soul incarnated in this body, basically, but still under the veil. I don't know that, but who knows? The veil. That's the big problem. Like we've had all these lives, we can't remember it, don't know where we're from or anything about that. So, yeah. So while she's thinking, you could chime in if you want, Veronica.
Well, I've been thinking, I don't know if I'm a star seed, but I think there's some clues, like you feel like you don't fit in, like you feel like your family doesn't understand you, you question everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, you've always known that there's more to this world, there's something more. I mean, maybe like you walk into a room and the energy just shifts, and like people either love you or hate you. You make some people uncomfortable. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I've always been protected. Like as much trauma, I had a hard childhood, but I was always protected. Like something would come in. Usually it was animals that would protect me, but I feel like there is something like a divine force that is protecting me. I'm not saying that I'm special, but I feel like maybe that's a clue that I'm more than what I think I am. So I think I don't know, you're not just here to survive. I feel like some people are here to wake people up. Like your soul won't let you forget. I feel like you're waking up, like the chosen ones. I think they're here to wake people up, lead, heal, build, and teach or guide people. I feel like maybe those are the soul, the soul seeds, or maybe we all are. We just have to wake up. So I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. Sandy,
I had a similar experience in my childhood. Almost all, to the letter. I had a traumatic kind of childhood and didn't ever fit in. So
yeah, you're probably a soul, a star seed. Sandy has some thoughts, so I'll let her chime in. She says, yeah, I've heard of them. I feel we are from somewhere else, not of this planet, as we are part of all that is conscious, having a human experience. Exactly. And then her comment above that was that she was feeling the heart chakra expansion happening all around us, by the way. And I can feel it. And then she mentions the lily power. So flower power. Yeah. Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah, there's nothing more powerful than a heart chakra. It's called the Anahata chakra, which is once it expands in all directions, then watch out,
Yeah,
like
watch out.
I like to think of the heart chakra like Iron Man, like that super green, go light, right? So the color associated with the heart chakra is green. So green means go. Go and love as many people unconditionally as possible out there in the universe. So let it expand in all directions. This when you're opening your heart chakra, just don't go to the bank, because you'll give those
Yeah.
greenbacks to everybody everywhere,
Yeah.
right? You need some money, you need some money. Unconditional love. Have a
Yes.
great day, my friends. You know.
Ooh. I've got some spicy stuff from Sandy. She says, I've gotten various downloads on lives. Also have seen visions of being in various other planets and galaxies, past lives. Yeah.
Nice.
I knew that, you know, I don't know. I feel like I am from somewhere else.
We're all from Mars, actually.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. If you're drawn to this channel.
We're all Martians, you know.
Yes.
They came here when their planet died, and that became us.
Yeah, we're all aliens.
They're definitely walking among us.
Yes. Yeah, that's interesting.
But as Vedaguru Dev would say, if they have positive energy, they're welcome in our ashram, right?
Yeah, you have tea.
Absolutely. My door is always welcome. My welcome mat is always available for anybody who has divine energy to come in and have tea.
So also in this book, he had a meeting with inner Earth being, okay, and he goes also into inner Earth and talked about Shambhala and stuff like that. So the book is just, you know, it's fascinating. I mean, I heard of all this stuff before, but just having him put it together, like, oh, he's figured it out exactly the same way I did. I could actually tell that story minus all the weird stuff that happened to him. I really didn't. If anything weird happened, I blocked out the memory of it, you know. But
what did he say about Shambhala?
Well, he had an account. Well, what happened was after some of these experiences happened to him, because he had, like, you know, he had demons and shit attacking him too, and like stuff happened to him during his dreams, and he said he would get paralyzed, sleep paralysis. He would like wake up, and then there would like be a being sitting on his chest, and like he cannot move. He can just move his eyes around, and like he was being attacked. And but anyway, after like some of these experiences, he learned how to fend that off, and how to, you know, just as they like the Caversham shield, he says about how you put a shield of white light around you, and then just know that, you know, these beings like don't really have any power. Once he learned that, like he was able to fend that off. But so he was like interested in inner Earth. He started reading some stuff, and like he had like a spiritual awakening. So he started like just say, I want to try to, because he heard you could do this just by thinking about it. I want to communicate, just like they also do, like the Stephen Greer, they had that CE5 where they get together and they try to like summon some starships, you know, and they'll come, you know, all of a sudden lights will be there and weird stuff like that. But he decided to try that with the inner Earth, and he was persistent. And like, you know, he said for months he would go every time. He said he would use his third eye and visualize like he's got like a line going down to inner Earth, and he's like contacted with somebody else on their third eye. And anyway, he would just do that, and like just he would be meditating and stuff. And then one day he said he got a text message on his phone, and it said like, are you ready to meet us? And he was like, yeah. And so they said, go step outside your door. And he like went out into the backyard, and he said his dog was like, normally his dog just gets right up whenever he gets up and runs out, but the dog was like in a stupor or something. And then he looked out around, and there was nothing there. But then all of a sudden he saw like this light materializing inside of his room, and a being from inner Earth and it was a female, and it was dressed in a beautiful like white gown with a blue something under, and wearing like a crystal. And she said, he freaked out, of course, but it took him a while to gain his composure. But she like telepathically communicated with them, and she said to him, "Honey, you're not ready." But then he got a download, and then she just like faded out some same kind of way she came in, I guess. But then in the book he goes on to mention about inner earth, just what he's heard about various things about Shambhala is like, yeah, like you said, in another dimension, but there's also like caverns in the earth where they might be within the third or fourth dimension, where where the deep underground military bases and the ant people, and they're all connected underground. But he says there's different, they call that inner earth Agartha, the Agartha network or something like that. But and oh man, there's just too much to mention, because the Nazis found that, and a U-boat went in there, and there's like a letter from the U-boat commander. He got a letter out somehow before. Well, I don't know how he got the letter out, but they read the letter and they said our U-boat, and this U-boat went missing, and the U-boat commander said they went in, but we're all right. We're not being forced, but we're not coming back. And they never came back. That ship never was found. But just so many stories about inner earth and stuff. It's kind of mind blowing.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You said Shambhala was inner earth?
Shambhala, he said, similar to you. It's a dimensional, like it's a higher dimensional. He went. I'm just in that part right now, so I don't remember the whole thing. But mainly there's different inner earths. Some are on one dimension, and others are in an accessible dimension that we could actually go down and be in there.
Well, I have a couple comments from Sandy and Zane. So Sandy says, so because I think everyone is having a physical human experience is technically a starseed. By my personal definition, I think of myself more as a light worker, and I am grateful to have been in a low-grade depression literally for decades, because after having experienced the light for a short time, I now know it was possible. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Once you attain a state of self-realization, enlightenment, samadhi, whatever you want to call it, you always want to go back to that. So, and the pull of the Maya delusional world doesn't have its pull anymore, right? So it almost was like junk to you. So you realize that these inner states are inside you as you, and it can't be attained externally. So when you cultivate your inner light, then you always want to go back there. And all these so-called things they say will make you happy, you realize that happiness is internal, not external. So when you become a light worker, you never want to go back to the darkness or the depression. You always want to stay and exist in the grace of God, sunbathing in the grace of God, as I like to say. So yeah, it does. The Maya delusional world, the depression, the lower frequencies, the lower instincts don't have the pull that they used to. It's almost like trash to you. It's like, oh my, I don't even know why I was there. But sometimes you have to go through that to not take for granted of what you have now in the present moment. So yeah, when you come out of that pit of despair, you're like, man, I never want to go back there. It's almost like going to jail. Like when you get released from jail, you're like, whoo, I'm going to fight for the light forever. I'm never going back to the darkness. Man, that was a rough ride, I'm surprised I survived that, Many people don't make it out. So you cultivate and enhance the finer things in life. Like I wake up with a big smile on my face and enjoy the sun for what it is, and sing songs to the sun and give praise to the sun, because it's a beautiful thing. So you stop taking for granted, and the beautiful creation that the source has made just becomes more vivid and more dynamic. And like the things used to make you happy don't make you happy no more, right? So yeah, I'm glad Sandy was able to come out of that pit of despair and become a light worker and hold up the white flag. That's very honorable. I try to do that
Yeah.
too as much as possible. Always come from a place of love, not from hate. Radiate unconditional love. You can never go wrong. So yeah, but this world, if you attach to the lower frequency, it's a rough ride. It's a
Yes.
roller coaster up and down, left and right, jerking you, pulling you from side to side. So don't let it pull you on all directions. Focus your awareness, your consciousness into one bindu point and do your inner work, and you'll come out of that pit of despair, no matter who you are. If I could do it, anybody could do it, as I like to say.
Yeah. Well, I have our brother Zain Ahmad. He is here. He says, "Hi, everyone. Namaste." Hi.
Namaste, everyone out there in YouTube land. If you have any questions, put in the YouTube chat. We'll answer it wholeheartedly.
Zain, I like your profile picture. It looks like Lord Ganesha. I love Lord Ganesha.
Nice. Jai Ganesha, right? The remover of all obstacles, Lord of success. Never go wrong with Lord Ganesha.
All my favorite things. Sandy says, bringing the sword of love and slaying all the fears. Hell yeah. Slay it all.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Radiate unconditional love. In our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, we have a very profound meditation. It's called the Shield of Light, where I actually have a sword in the video, and we're cutting all the cords. We're cutting all the negative cords that no longer serve us, and being free. Be a free bird. Don't stay in your cage. Once that door opens up and you become aware, you become self-realized, fly and be free. Be a free bird, you know?
Yeah.
So cut all those cords, you know, use the sword of divine love to cut all your cords that no longer serve you, all the conditioning that no longer serves you. Cut it, throw it away, burn it. You know, we have all those techniques in our school. Yesterday, we had a very profound new moon yagna fire where we burned up all of our members' problems, and that's what we're doing. These problems no longer serve you. These financial problems, these health problems, these emotional problems, these family problems no longer serve you. Watch it all go up in smoke. Swaha, you know? Actually, let's play that video of the yagna so they can see what we're talking about. And yeah, this is our yagna. We burn up our members' problems in the holy yagna fire, so you could get an idea of how it works. I print it on a piece of paper, I read it, then we throw it in the fire. Wave bye-bye. Bye, Felicia. See you later. No longer serves me. Whatever problems are attached to me, money problems, health problems, family problems, emotional problems, burning all samskaras, all vasanas, all ego, all karma, all Maya delusion, definitely all fears, all obstacles, all blockages, all resistance, all impurities, all impossibilities, up in the holy yagna fire.
All right, here we go.
Cal Spalding from Idaho Falls, Idaho, USA Public. With much appreciation and thanks to the divine science of Kriya Yoga, please continue to release all toxins and energies not aligning with my true bliss and harmony of unity consciousness. Move beyond all Maya ego identity. Please help put synchronicity with divine timing in our path to help others as a reflection of each other. Please help the Kriya Yoga School and VEDAGURUDEV and all the Kriya Yoga family to feel the divine inner true bliss and blessings, helping us daily in our lives from the divine science of Kriya Yoga to overcome all Maya delusion and that true inner harmony and bliss. We are truly the eternal presence beyond all words and mind separation consciousness. Help us all self-realize to the true capacity, all as we are. this inseparable true union. We are overcoming the individualized to seeing the true entire wholeness as the entire ocean in a drop with no real isolated separate waves divided against the wholeness. It is truly pure bliss and silence. So be it, it is done. So be it, it is done. So be it, it is done. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namaskar. Peace and blessings to the eternal truth and bliss that Kriya Yoga unfolds in our divine inner light. We truly can manifest within. Thank you for all the gifts of Kriya Yoga. Thank you for Babaji guiding the way, and VEDAGURUDEV for delivering the mail beyond the call of duty. May we all be blessed with that inner true lasting light, lit to shine and help us as one. Much gratitude to all as the divine in the divine, as that inseparable greater wholeness we truly are. Jai Babaji. Burning all Cal Spalding's problems in the holy Yagna fire. Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Soyam, Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Param. Swaha. So you see right there, Swaha. We burn it up. We have an audience of Babaji, Mataji, Goddess Lakshmi Devi, Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesha. And burning up all your problems. So that's a benefit of being a member of the Kriya Yoga Masterclass. So that's one of our members, Kal, when we burn up all his problems. So you can see how we do it. So whatever problems you have that you're attached to, we burn it up. It no longer serves you. Watch it go up in smoke. Swaha.
Swaha.
Goodbye. So in our Kriya Yoga school, we cut the cords. We burn all the problems. We do everything we can not to attach to any of these problems. Let it go. We have millions of techniques, for detachment, sooty, cleansing, purifying. So, that's a benefit of being a member of our Kriya Yoga school. So we burn up all of our members' problems in the holy fire twice a month, every new moon and full moon. Yesterday was the new moon. Next one will be the full moon. Swaha.
Swaha. Well, Katathu Roti says, just a thought, any chance we can hear more stories from you, VEDAGURUDEV? I think some people learn well through stories. Well, we're going to have to think of a topic for you.
I've got a recommendation for one of my favorite stories is how he met his guru and like how that trip to the Himalayas came to be, because that was kind of very mystical.
Yeah, that's your origin story.
Yeah, your origin story. Spider-Man story. Spider-Man?
How did I become VEDAGURUDEV in, 20 minutes? So basically, to make a long story short, I went to what's called second level initiation in India, and my roommate was a yogi from Brazil, and his guru was my guru, and he basically was telling me stories about his guru, and I thought nothing of it. Then I went back to Thailand, and a couple months later, I was doing my meditation, and I got this darshan, this intuition that you need to come home. And I said, come home where? And he said, come home to the Himalayan mountains, to Santupal Lake, which is the abode of Babaji, the ashram of Babaji. That's where Babaji lives. That's where his ashram is. So, and I heard stories about it before. People saying I almost died going there. It's very harsh to climb the mountains, very steep. It's basically unattainable. So I was like, I hope I never have to go to that place. I'm a tropical Miami, Thailand type of guy, not a frozen tundra, cave sleeping, camping yogi. So when that happened, I was like, okay, Babaji, where is home? And he said the Himalayan mountains, Santupal Lake. And I heard the stories before, and I was like, oh, I hope not. But maybe this is a joke. So I was like, how would I get there? I have no clue how to get there. And how would I? He said, you know, the person you went to second level initiation and who was your roommate, contact him and he'll take you there. And I was like, I find that highly unlikely. That's never going to happen. And I was like, all right. So I sent him a message on WhatsApp app. I'm like, can I call you? I want to tell you something. And he's like, okay. So I called him. He's like, you're not going to believe this story, but I'm going to just tell you. You're probably going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to just tell you. And so I called him and he was like, listen, Babaji told me to call you. And I know this sounds crazy, but you and your guru are going to take me to the Himalayan mountains, right? And he paused for a second. And then he was like, how you know? And I was like, how do I know what? And he was like, how do you know? And I was like, I don't know anything. I'm just telling you what happened. And he was like puzzled. He paused. He was like, let me call you back in an hour. I need to talk to my guru. And so he called me back in an hour and he's like, you're not going to believe this either. Me and my guru had a darshan that we were supposed to wait for somebody to go to Santupal Lake. And we now know that that person is you. So go to the store, buy some hiking boots, buy some hiking poles and everything. And, fly to India on this date, get a visa to India and everything. And I was like, I live in Thailand. Where am I going to find hiking poles and everything? I mean, in India, you could probably find it. But Thailand, there's no mountains, there's no snows, So he's like, go to a store called Decathlon. So I looked it up on the internet. And I was like, oh, there is a Decathlon in Pattaya, by the city I live. But they're only going to have beach stuff like, I don't know what they have, like beach clothes, surfboards, beach stuff. I went there and sure enough, they had all the hiking gear. I don't know why they have hiking gear in Thailand. So I bought everything. I went and met him in India. They picked me up from the train station and I went to before he was my guru, I went to his ashram. And as soon as I got there, he told me to stand there. And when I stood there, he said, just stand there, don't move. And he like scanned me, he closed his eyes. And after 5 minutes, he said, okay, you're good. And I asked him, what were you doing? He said, I have to scan you to make sure you're a real lover of Babaji, a true devotee. Because if you're going up the Himalayan mountains for like tourism, it's not going to work. We're going to have problems. So we need pure-hearted, true devotees to Babaji to go up. And so we went up the Himalayan mountains. When we were up the Himalayan mountains, I got named Diksha. My guru's named Swami Vedananda Saraswati. That's why I'm named VEDAGURUDEV. And when we were in the cave in the Himalayan mountains, I got named Diksha. And that's how I became VEDAGURUDEV. So my guru is Swami Vedananda. So all of his disciples and devotees, their names start with Ved, basically co-signing that I'm the real deal. So that, to make a long story short, that's basically how it happened. So here I am today. How I got here, who knows?
We're all Veds too, right?
I'm a Ved band.
We're all Ved bands, I guess, I mean, if you want to be a Ved, you can. If you don't resonate with the Ved, it's perfectly fine. I'm not as...
You're our guru, so, it's a line. We have to be Veds.
I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, okay, if you want to be a Ved, I guess, I guess it's part of the lineage, the parampara, that the Ved lineage continues into the future, I guess, in all directions. So, it's possible. We are Ved bands. That's what my guru would say, Ved bands, right? So,
yes.
The guy I was a roommate with, his name is Ved Mooney. All of his devotees start with Ved, so it's Ved everything. So that's why I'm VEDAGURUDEV. People think I'm Ved because I know the Vedic texts or this. I'm not a Vedic scholar. It's just my guru co-signing me. So I have a high bar to cross because Ved, people always think this is for the Vedic text. Guru, which is like a guide, and Dev, which is God. So they set the bar high for me, I have a lot to live up to.
Maybe this is a good opportunity to play your video about your guru. I don't give a face.
Okay, yeah, let's play that too. We just played the Yagna video.
Yeah.
So for everybody that doesn't know who my guru is, this is always the question. Who is your guru? What is your parampara? What is your lineage? This video basically sums it up in 2 minutes. You could see my guru. You could see me in the Himalayan mountains. In the video where he's actually touching my back, that's the actual video where he gave me name Diksha in the cave of the Himalayan mountains, which is called Santupal Lake, which is a lake in the Himalayan mountains about 20 kilometers up. And this is the abode of Babaji, the ashram of Babaji. Many yogis have seen Babaji in the physical form there. So this is how I became VEDAGURUDEV. Welcome, my name is VEDAGURUDEV, and I am honored to be your teacher in this transformative practice of Kriya Yoga. I am an award-winning Himalayan yogi, holding the highest certification in Kriya Yoga instruction, recognized by India's most respected yoga acharyas. Since 2018, I have been teaching this profound spiritual science of Kriya Yoga to students all around the world, helping them unlock their inner potential, aligning with the divine. Who is VEDAGURUDEV'S guru? My revered guru is Swami Vedananda Saraswati. He is one of India's most respected yogis, swamis, and spiritual teachers. His ashram is located in Dwadahat in the state of Uttarakhand, India, nestled amidst the serene Himalayan mountains, near the sacred Babaji's cave. Swami Vedananda is not only a master of yoga, but also the author of several renowned books on the subject, sharing timeless wisdom with seekers worldwide. His teachings have profoundly shaped my spiritual journey and deepened my understanding of Kriya Yoga. What is VEDAGURUDEV'S lineage, parampara? My practice and teachings are rooted in an unbroken lineage of parampara, which signifies the uninterrupted transmission of Kriya Yoga knowledge, techniques, and values from one generation to the next. This Siddha tradition, known as Siddhanta, ensures the teachings remain pure and potent while adapting to the needs of the times. It is through this lineage that I not only learned the sacred techniques of Kriya Yoga, but I also absorbed the wisdom, energy, and the transformative power of the tradition directly from my beloved Sadguru Deva, Maha Avatar Babaji Nagaraj, the immortal fountainhead of Kriya Yoga. Why the name VEDAGURUDEV? The spiritual name VEDAGURUDEV was given to me by my guru as a part of sacred initiation called Name Diksha during a profound experience in the Himalayan caves near Satupan Tau Lake in Barinac, India. What is Name Diksha? Name Diksha is a sacred initiation where my guru bestowed a spiritual name upon me, VEDAGURUDEV. My name symbolizes a new spiritual identity, marking the commitment to the spiritual path, my alignment with higher truths. My guru intuitively chose the name VEDAGURUDEV based on my energy, potential, and inner nature. So there you have it. That's my. Oh, hit it again. Om, and blow the conch, right? Okay.
Sandy asked it for sound effects. I was just giving Sandy what she wanted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that is, to make a long story short, my lineage, my parampara, and that's basically how I got on the path of Kriya Yoga. So if I could do it, anybody could do it. So yeah, so that's my story in a 20-minute bundle.
Thank you.
Nice.
Well,
I hope God satisfied his desire for stories.
We got more stories. Well, we've got lots of action in the background, so I'm just going to go through it real quick. Sandy says, from my experience, meditation, including Kriya, is a gateway to true peace and freedom. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Kriya yoga is the path that I resonated with, and yeah, a good gateway, a good doorway to align myself and realize my true inner potential. Give me a clear step-by-step roadmap to Satchitananda or enlightenment or samadhi. So yeah, we use these techniques, these kriyas in our Kriya Yoga School as tools to put in our toolbox and put in our pocket to help us navigate this crazy Maya delusional world and help us integrate it into our daily life. So the goal is to have a 24-hour day mindful meditative experience no matter what you do. You clean the dishes, meditative and mindful. You take out the trash, meditative and mindful. You drive to work, meditative and mindful. So you kind of integrate your Kriya yoga practice, your meditative practice, your mindful practice into your daily life. So you stay mindful no matter what you do. Wake up mindful, go to sleep mindful, throughout the day mindful. 24-hour a day yogis or yoginis, right? So
Yes.
we don't just sit on our meditation cushion for 10 minutes, then the rest of the day do bad things. We do good things all day, right?
Yes,
so
all
we're
day.
not like what would my guru say? We're not Sunday yogis. We're 7 days a week, 24 hours a day yogis. So no matter what we do, we integrate it into our daily Kriya yoga practice, you know. So yeah, so my chosen path is Kriya yoga, and if you resonate with Kriya yoga, we have everything on the screen right there. Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and yeah, right there, at VEDGURUDEV, daily Babaji quotes. We answer each question every day on there, and yeah, discover the secrets of Kriya Yoga, 100% free. Go to freekriyayogamasterclass.com, join our group, and yeah, join almost 800 like-minded Kriya yogis and yoginis practicing Kriya Yoga, 100% free. We have a good beginner mini course that will give you some framework and get you started on the path. And if you really want to learn the advanced techniques, join me, Paul, Veronica, and all of our members in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. But yeah, just do whatever resonates best with you. That is the best. But just giving you some step-by-step structure, roadmap to get you started. So start off slow and work your way up, you know?
Nice. Well, Katafu Roti has lots of questions for you, VEDGURUDEV.
Okay, great.
He wants to know, can you recommend us to any other teachers, YouTube channels, books, music? So what are you into?
Me personally, my plate is full with everything I do with the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and the Kriya Yoga School. So I would suggest the best thing for you to do is join our free school. We have a member named Kyle who posts literally 30 videos a day on in our community post, right? And these are all very profound videos about Kriya Yoga, everything Kriya Yoga. So anything you want to know about spirituality, he definitely has a video for it. And we have like a search bar at the top. You could just type in Babaji and there'll be like 100 videos that will come up. So I would say that's probably the best thing to do. What I personally do, like I said, my plate is full with all of our members and all of our live streams. So I just I dwell in our own Kriya Yoga School, to be honest with you. So I don't really know what anybody else is doing. My 24 hours a day Kriya Yoga School, so helping our members, answering questions. But my best suggestion would be to go to freekriyayoga.com and join our group and click on the community tab, and you'll see like thousands of videos, right? So Cal posts a lot of videos. I post a lot of videos. Veronica posts a lot of videos. Paul posts a lot of videos. So, yeah, that would be my best
They recommend a
suggestion.
book also.
Yeah, so Paul recommends books, and Paul has quotes from the Bible. I have daily Babaji quotes. Kyle has millions of videos, so you could all like aggregate it in one place. Let's say it like that. So that would be my best suggestion, because it'll probably take you months to go through all these videos and YouTube. You know, you could just join our free Kriya Yoga school and see everything in one place. That would be my suggestion. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, which probably you're already subscribed. Anybody who hasn't subscribe to our YouTube channel. Daily Babaji quotes, daily satsang edits. So, that would be my best suggestion, you know. And the platform we're on is called SKOOL, so it's pretty cool. We have beginner courses to get you started. It has a tab called Map where you could see where all of our members are around the world. It has like location pins. So yeah, I would join the free Kriya Yoga School. A lot of value there, a lot of videos, and that will set you on your way.
Yeah. Well, I will say this is one of my favorite books, The Voice of Babaji, and you get a lot of inspiration from your Babaji quotes. So you feel like Babaji is talking to you. So
yeah. That's where all my Babaji quotes come from. Voice of Babaji, pretty much, you know. Yeah, that's a good one. You know, if you love Babaji, that's a good one. Straight from the source. It's like the Bhagavad Gita, but for Kriya yogis, for Babaji, right? You know how Arjuna talks to Krishna. VT Nilakandan talks to Babaji every night. Yeah. So you get it straight from the source.
Another good one is The Holy Science by Sri Yukteswar.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Autobiography of a Yogi. These are all very profound Kriya yoga books, you know, and you can never go wrong. Bhagavad Gita, the supreme science of yoga. So, yeah, this would definitely get you on the right track and the right path. But, so that would be my best recommendation.
Yeah. Well, my favorite YouTube channel is, I'm biased, but it's the VEDAGURUDEV Kriya Yoga channel. But I do like to watch Shri M. He's good too.
Yeah, Shri M is great also, you know. Sadhguru, I watch here and there, you know. Yeah. But yeah, use your own discernment and own discrimination. See what resonates with you, you know. Whatever channel resonates with you, that is the best channel.
Yes.
So
you will know.
But
well, I've got another juicy question for you. I don't know. Any dating advice? What to look for in a partner? How to find a partner? Good question.
That's a question I need to ask myself, you know. But let me think. I'll use my discernment and discrimination. I would just say, look past people's physical form and look at their soul and their inner energy. And if you match with it and you harmonize your frequency with their frequency, there's nothing better than that. For our 1-year anniversary, Veronica painted a very profound painting. It was divine union of Shiva and Shakti together, right? So you want to have somebody that adds to your equation, not minuses from your equation. So if you're lucky enough to find your Shiva and Shakti, your Shiva and Parvati, your Brahma and Saraswati, your Lakshmi and Narayana, you know, your partner that really uplifts you, you know, like if you have one flame, that's just a fire. But if you have 2 flames, that's a super fire. So if you have somebody that you can merge together with and uplift your consciousness, then that is a beautiful thing that supports you and uplifts you on your spiritual mark. Then nothing could be better than that, I would definitely say. So, but it's tough out there, because when you bring your frequency up, there are a lot of lower frequency matches, but not a lot of higher frequency matches. So you kind of upgrade yourself out of the majority of the dating pool. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
So, but when you have divine love, you know, I don't know. Sometimes you don't need physical love, but if you could find somebody that adds to your equation, not minuses from your equation, then this would be my best dating advice out there. So, but this is always the hardest thing for yogis and yoginis on the path, you know, like even me, you're on your spiritual march, you have people that don't understand your spiritual march, so they become a drain on your spiritual march. So if you could find somebody like that, never let them go. You know, when Shiva finds his Parvati, then the rest is history, right? So
yeah,
find somebody that supports you, that loves you unconditionally for who you are, that uplifts your soul, doesn't drag you down, and that would probably be my best dating advice. But if you find somebody like that, let me know, because I'm searching too.
yes. And you're like,
Oh, getting the signal out to all enlightened yoginis
yes.
in Thailand, Pattaya, Thailand. You know, give me a call and let me know where you're at. You know, because I haven't been able to find it. You know.
I think you're more like Captain Kirk. He's married to the Enterprise, and
Yeah, well, that's true.
Your baby is this
right. That's well put, Paul. I'm married to the game. I'm married to Kriya Yoga.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. A physical form just doesn't have the same resonance that the divine form. You know, I have divine love inside me as me. Yes. So I'm never lonely. So I'm not looking for a physical partner. I have alignment with God. I have divine love inside me as me. So yeah, I'm Captain Kirk of Kriya Yoga. I'm married to the Kriya Yoga practice, to my sadhana, to the message of Kriya Yoga, sending it out to the world, right?
Well, whoever you find, they have to love Babaji too. It's a threesome.
Yeah, it's not gonna work unless you love Babaji or Mataji or the I don't know, the Kriya Yoga tradition, Shiva, Lakshmi, Ganesha, all the deities. So it's a tough mountain to climb, a high bar to cross, you know. It's a lot that comes with VEDGURUDEV, his whole soul family, all ascended masters, all spirit guides, all light beings.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us, right? We have a big family over here, right? So when you commit to VEDGURUDEV, you commit to the whole package.
Well, I'm going to skip
you have to take the enterprise also.
How we're on this topic, Katathu Roti also wants to know if there's a dating app for yogis and yoginis, like Yinder,
that's a good
like
question.
Tinder, but it's called Yinder. Haha.
Yinder, maybe. Maybe you should start one if you're an app developer. That's a good idea. I've never heard of it.
Call it Yinder.
I mean, the free yoga school has you can strike up a conversation with tons of yoginis or whatever there, yogis, yoginis, and
so
just we have, see what happens.
We have a map tab. So you go to the map, you see whatever part of the world you live in and see who's by you. Send them a message. SKOOL has a message service, like a DM. Send them a message. See if you can connect. That's probably a good idea. That's a great idea, Paul. So if you want to connect with like-minded yogis or yoginis, join our free Kriya Yoga School. Go to the top where it says map. Click on the map tab, and you'll see where all of our members are located around the world. See who is in close proximity and strike up a conversation, like Paul said. And you never know, that I guess that is our Yinder dating app, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get to know somebody on a soul level, not
if you want to have a good startup, or you're a software developer, that's a good app to start. Yinder, right?
Yinder.
Make sure you give me my kickback. No, I'm just joking. Or give Paul his kickback because, you know, he gave it. That's a good idea. Yinder. Huh.
Yinder.
Nice. Huh. Connecting like-minded spiritual people around the world. Interesting.
Yeah.
They have all kinds of those weird dating apps around here. Like in Texas, they have one for like cowboys. You know, it's like,
oh really?
Find you like a cowgirl or farmer's wife, or I don't know what it is, but you know, they have every different type. But yeah, I have not seen a spiritual one, so that would be the SKOOL's a totally perfect platform for that.
Yeah. So yeah, I would like I said, go to the map tab and see where you're at on the world and see what members we have around you, like-minded yogis and yoginis, and hopefully you make a connection. That'd be good. And maybe if you want, send me an email. We'll maybe have a startup. Yinder. That sounds like a good idea.
Like, call me.
A good business opportunity, right? Call me, bro. I'm here. Right?
We should get Chad in on this. Chad would be the perfect one to like develop that.
Yes. He needs to find.
That's not a bad idea, actually. You know.
Well, back to Kriya yoga. We'll go. Katathi Roti, he wants to know how long to practice each yoga pose. Some poses I find it hard to do, such as cow poses as my shoulders get tired. Yeah.
Yeah, so there is no set time limit or no time restriction on practicing any Kriya yoga practice. It's basically, I was saying this in our class this week, you hear like a click. Whenever you feel you've had enough, then that's when you should stop. No, because nobody really knows how you feel in your body and what is good for you. Only you could be your inner doctor or your inner yogi, and you know. So how long to hold it? If your shoulders get stiff, I would discontinue practice in the cow pose, you know? So I would just let it go. Okay, that's enough. I'm starting to get stiff. Because doing any of these asanas and any of the pranayama or meditation or any mantra japa, it's about comfort and relaxation. And that's what most people miss on the spiritual path. So if you're straining or struggling or you're in a state of pain, you're blocking the flow of prana. So you should always be comfortable and relaxed. So people always ask me, how long should I hold the full lotus position? I said, when your legs go numb, it's probably time to put them down, you know? So, you know, your body would tell you how long to hold it. There's no set limit or there's no restriction. So only you could tell me what works best for you. But I would definitely say any yogic practice you do it in comfort and relaxation. So if you feel uncomfortable or you feel your knees or legs are starting to hurt, I would just stop. Don't try to overdo it. Don't try to be a yogi superhero. Don't try to hurt yourself. Just do whatever you feel. Like if you feel one minute in the cow pose gives you what you need to get you through the day, then that is perfectly great. If you feel you want to be a yogic superhero and hold the full wheel pose for 20 minutes, then that is perfectly great too. So I would just do whatever makes you feel the best. That is probably the best practice, I would say. So yeah, just don't give yourself any time constraints. Just do whatever works best for you. That would be the best.
And then Katathi Roti has another question for you. He wants to know how to stop intrusive thoughts. They are sneaky.
Yeah, so intrusive thoughts, we have a practice. This is what I learned in first level initiation for Kriya yoga. It's called Sudhi, right? Basically, a thought comes into your mind. You just witness it. You just acknowledge it, detach, and let it go. You know, you don't try to make sense of it. You don't try to attach to it. You just let it pass like clouds passing in the sky, you know? So this is a basic way, like, I don't know, a thought comes into your mind. What am I going to have for dinner? Detach, let go. Let it pass. Detach, let go. You know, I wonder what Donald Trump's going to have for dinner today. Detach, let go. Detach, let go. I wonder what Kim Kardashian's going to wear to the Grammys. Detach, let go. Detach, let go. So you're basically cleaning your house and getting all these intrusive thoughts out of your mind before you go into a meditative state. So these thoughts don't follow you into your meditation practice, right? You're empty and centered in your meditative practice. So yeah, just try to before you start the day, just sit on the side of your bed and whatever thought comes in your mind, detach, let go, detach, let go. And you give yourself the affirmation, how does it serve me? Any thought that comes in your mind, how does it serve me? How does it serve me to know what Kim Kardashian is going to wear to the Grammys? It doesn't. How does it serve me to know what Donald Trump's going to eat for dinner? It doesn't. How does it serve me to know who won the football game? It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. So you start to do your inner work and cleanse and purify yourself by becoming the detached witness of your thoughts. So you just basically detach, let go, detach, let go. Let it keep, all your thoughts keep passing like clouds passing in the sky, water under the bridge. Don't try to make sense of it. Don't try to hold on to it or attach to it. Let it pass. How does this serve me in the present moment? It doesn't, you know? So that way you start to really clean out your intrusive thoughts, and you start to, like my guru would say, go down to your basement, open all the windows, sweep out all the dust, definitely clear all those boxes that are blocking your doorway to God, and keep your ashram purified and cleansed, your inner ashram, your body. So anytime these thoughts come, you just detach, let go, detach, let go, detach, let go. And make it a daily practice to let go of any thoughts that don't really serve you in the present moment. So, yeah, that's what I would say, you know?
And Katatu is a question machine. He has another one for you. What are your thoughts on Vipassana? I don't, you're closer, you can read that.
Vinasana. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, all these asanas, all these kriyas, all these practices, they're all great. So it don't really matter what I think of any practice. It matters what you think of the practice. So if the practice makes you feel good and uplifts you and gets you through the day, then that's a great practice, you know? A lot of people ask me which is the best practice. The best practice is always which makes you feel the best. So what might work for me might not work for you. So whichever asana works best for you, then that is the best asana, you know? So it don't really matter what Sadhguru or anybody says about any asana. It only matters which asana works best for you and makes you feel the best. So I would do what asana makes you feel the best. So when I started on the path of Kriya Yoga, I did many initiations. I've learned thousands of kriyas, thousands of asanas, and then I started to craft my own daily sadhana, my own personalized, individualized, tailor-made sadhana. So I said, this might work for another yogi, but it doesn't really resonate with me. So, you know, maybe I'll come back to it later. But okay, this one I really like. I'm going to put it in my daily practice. This asanas I like, I put it in my daily practice. This pranayama I like, I put it into my daily practice. This meditation I like, I put it into my daily practice. So yeah, I would just craft your own sadhana and your own asana practice or pranayama practice or meditation practice or mantra japa practice and make it tailor-made for yourself. And sometimes you practice that for a couple months and you feel a click and like, okay, I've come to the end of this practice. Then I find a new practice. Oh, I resonate with this one now. So I add it into my daily sadness. So that would probably be my best thoughts on how to practice asana, pranayama, meditation, mantra japa, bhakti. Whichever makes you feel the best, then that is the best practice, I would definitely say. So hopefully that answers your question, Katu Roti.
Yes. And then Katathu Roti also wants to know, do you have any plans to travel to any other countries? Any place you haven't been?
Not as of now. I mean, before I got on the path of Kriya Yoga, I was a world famous DJ. So I DJ'd in over 56 countries. Anytime I went to a country, I bought a magnet. So I have a refrigerator that is totally full of magnets from all around the world. So I'm pretty satisfied and content. I've been to everywhere I need to. Do I have any plans to travel? Not as of now, but tomorrow's a new day. It could change tomorrow. So right now I have my plate full with all of our members in our Kriya Yoga School and all of our daily classes and our live streams. So it's hard to get away, but who knows what the future holds, you know?
You do occasionally come to the United States though, right? And aren't you planning to come to the US sometime here? Upcoming?
Yeah, I'm trying to put it together, but the stars have to align. Let's say it like that, you know?
Yeah.
So if it happens, cool. I accept it. If it doesn't happen, it's cool too. So
your brother's in California?
Yeah, he lives in Santa Monica, California. Okay. By, you know, the Santa Monica Pier by the Ferris wheel. So yeah. So yeah, I would love to visit America again, but let's see what Babaji has in store for me tomorrow, you know? I can't say. I stay light on my toes and adjust. I don't want to be rigid and stiff, you know? So if the plane ticket comes tomorrow, I'll be on the plane. Yeah. Let's say it like that.
And your mom's in Philadelphia?
No, my mother lives outside of Atlanta, Georgia, about an hour outside of Atlanta, Georgia, in the Appalachian Mountains, or the start of the Appalachian Trail. Yeah, so outside the city, in the mountains, in the forest, and yeah, so.
Oh.
And does your daughter have a close relationship with your mom or not?
Yeah, that's her grandmother. She speaks to her every week on the phone. You know, I speak to my mother every week on the phone. So yeah, and she speaks to her uncle, which is my brother, who lives in Santa Monica. So yeah, we have a good relationship. My daughter has an American passport, so she has a Thai passport and an American passport. So we are still Americans, not American. So
love it.
I don't know if I mentioned, but I had a Zoom with my half sister who lives in Hamburg, Germany. But
oh, cool.
That was really cool. And you know, they're even more brainwashed over there in Europe than they are here. You know, so
really,
she didn't understand my whole Trump, you know, liking of him, but
yeah, well.
But you know, I explained to her, you know, it's not a problem, you know, we'll see what happens. I just feel that that's the way to go. You know, I couldn't go with Kamala. So, you know, they don't really understand U.S. politics. Well, I don't know what they think about it, but, you know, they're deluded over there also. But she's, you know, she actually teaches yoga actually too. And she was a psychologist. Nice. So she is enlightened, but she doesn't know the whole picture.
Yeah, well, you know, have a political party of your own choosing, right?
Yeah.
It's not one size fits all. Yeah, you know, some people aren't going to resonate with you, but that's perfectly fine. And especially people in other countries, maybe they don't understand. They just see it from the outside, or the only information they get is from CNN or BBC or whatever the news they watch. So it's different when your boots on the ground. So I don't know. So
I really don't understand why there should even be political parties, because it makes no sense. You know, why does there have to be a political? Just vote on the person that his truth resonates with you and you feel is a good person. And if you take away all the party shit, you know, it's like, then you actually have to like, know, you know, you can't just say, oh, that Democrat, so that's what I am, so I'm just going to automatically vote Democrat. You know, if there was no parties, you'd have to say, oh, okay, is this guy a good candidate? I like what he had to say, so I'll vote for him, you know. So
yeah, it's part of their divide and conquer playbook.
Exactly.
If there was no parties, then everybody would just love each other unconditionally, and they would just vote for the best candidate based on their policies. Not, I heard something that's like blue no matter who. So even if the devil is Democrat, you vote for him. Like you're going down with the ship. Like I don't know about that. You know, I mean, I don't care what your identity or what you call your party, as long as you make a better way of life for American people and you make sure every family has food on their table and can be in the pursuit of happiness, like they say in the Declaration of Independence, be happy, then why not? You know, I don't care what you call yourself, you know, call yourself Nephilim, reptilian, or whatever, long as you're okay, you know, why not? You know?
Well, Katathu Roti has some more questions for you, VEDGURUDEV. He wants to know, how can I know what is my intuition versus my mind/ego?
This is an interesting question. So,
Yeah.
how can you know what your intuition is? Well, if you let your soul become your North Star and guide you, then your soul is never really going to lie to you. So I would always trust your soul. What is ego? I would say, like, your ego always wants something for you or to you to do something, but your intuition, your soul always wants the best for you. So anytime it comes from a place, like my guru would say, anytime it's I, me, myself, mine, this is the ego. Anytime it's this unconditional love, it's more like your soul is guiding you and becoming your North Star. So I would always say, listen to your soul, don't listen to anybody, and your soul will never lead you wrong. You know, anytime, like, you could kind of see your ego because it always wants something, it always wants you to do something, but your soul wants you to be the best person you could be. So anytime it's coming from a place of love, then it's, I would say it's your intuition, it's your higher consciousness, it's your soul guiding you. If it's coming from a place of me, mine, myself, I, then it's probably your ego. To make a long story short, you know. So I would say your ego wants something from you. Your soul just wants you to be the best loving person and kind person you could be. So that's how you could really tell, you know, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm still a house under construction also. So
Yeah.
I'm working on this myself. So I don't have any of the answers. I'm just giving you my honest opinion, how I feel. So, you know.
And you know, science says that we have brain cells in our heart. So the intuition comes from the heart. So there's like a heart mind, you know, and that's where you get the intuition from, not from your thoughts and stuff like that, I guess. But that's what I heard, you know, also about the heart. That's just, I found it very interesting that there's
Follow
brain
your
cells
heart.
in the heart, you know.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't like
mean,
researched it to verify that, but I heard that.
I could say you could never go wrong by leading with your heart. Open your heart chakra, your anahata, as wide as possible, and let it be your guiding light. That you can never go wrong with that either, for sure. You know,
Yeah.
like yeah, that's a good way to put it. Lead with your heart. You know, do everything from a heart-based, a heart chakra perspective. I don't see how you can go wrong with that either. You know, so. Yeah, lead with your third eye, your crown chakra, your heart chakra. Whichever one works best for you, this is the best approach. So you can never go wrong. There are many roads up to the mountaintop, you know. Long as they get you to the mountaintop, that's all that matters, you know. So take whichever road works best for you. So, but yeah, I would definitely say your intuition comes from a place of love, and your ego comes from a place of me, myself, mine, I, you know. So
Yeah.
possessing, you know, your soul is less possessing, it's more wants you to be the best person you can be. So lead with your soul, let your soul be your North Star.
Yes. Katafu Roti wants to say thanks for the origin story. Would like to hear more stories of yours and footage as well, if possible. It was really great to see your origin story footage, as it put an image to the words. Yeah, I thought that was nice.
I did too. That was a great idea to play that. I always enjoy that video.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to
To me, I
more.
take it for granted because it's like proving myself, you know, like, so I'm kind of, you know, one of our members always says Jai VEDAGURUDEV, and I always say Jai Babaji. So I always give the hot potato to Babaji. So it's hard for me to, I'm trying to stay more humble in the present moment because of my past career. I was zero humble. Now I'm trying to go 100% humble. So all the glory to Babaji. But yeah, if we have some good videos, we'll post it, you know. I mean, they're all on our free Kriya Yoga School and our paid Kriya Yoga School for sure. So, and when you join the Kriya Yoga Masterclass, every Saturday class, I post a picture of me in the Himalayan mountains as like the thumbnail. So you could see like class 81, I'm in the Himalayan mountains,
yeah,
meditating or whatever. I'm with my guru. So there's endless pictures there and endless documentation. And you also get a notification in the free school, like they have a calendar in the free school so you could see it, you know. So yeah, if you want to see a lot of pictures and everything, documentation, it's all there. So yeah, I would join the free Kriya Yoga School, and if when you're ready, you could join us up here in the Kriya Yoga Masterclass. So yeah,
yeah,
I don't know. The stories, I don't really have like a set plan, you know, just whatever comes to my head, I kind of let them out. So, Paul, if you remember any good stories, maybe I could review it or go back to it, you know.
Sure.
When I come on these soul talks or these sad songs, I don't have any script or any bulletin points. I just go whatever the stream of consciousness tells me. So, if you have anything, maybe give me a topic and I'll try to see if I have a story that aligns with that topic.
Yeah.
Or some experience I went through.
Well, back to the spiritual dating, because we've been talking so much. Sandy says that my partner and I met through a spiritual online meetup, and he added me on social media. We became friends, and the rest is history. He'd been on the spiritual path years before me. I finally wrote a list of what I wanted in a partner. That same month, he showed up. That's amazing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you in yoga, we have a practice where you write down in detail of what you really want, and you focus on that, and you project it out into the universe and let the universe fill in the steps. So yeah, that would be a good practice, to write down in as much detail as possible what you want in a partner, and radiate that out into the universe, or speak that out into the universe so it manifests. And you never know what could happen. Maybe the universe has its ears open and it'll fill in the blanks for you and make that happen. Or just develop an app called Yinder, and we can cut the steps.
and bring your request to the Holy Yagnifier as well.
Yeah, bring your request to the Holy Yagnifier. We a lot of our members have those type of requests to find their soulmates or their partner, and we try to we keep burning it up till it comes to reality. So we don't give up, you know. Some take longer, some take shorter, but never give up on your aspirations and your dreams. So if you want it, put your intention, your sankalpa behind it, and your frequency behind it, and you never know what can happen. And if you need some assistance, we'll definitely help you in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. So that's what we do up here.
Well, Sandy says that being in a spiritual relationship is a very powerful thing. Highly recommend, and it's never too late. It's never too late.
That's true. It's never is too late. So don't give up on your dreams and your aspirations. You know, it took me over 40 years to get on the spiritual path. You know, it's divine timing. It happens when it should. So just stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Just be open, light on your toes, pivot, change course. Don't be so stiff and rigid. You know, be open to all the possibilities, and you never know, you know. Maybe you do need a spiritual partner. Maybe you don't. Maybe this is a solo path. I don't know. Only you could tell me what uplifts you. But it's a beautiful thing when you can find somebody on the same frequency as you to uplift you. And, you know, rising tides lift all boats. So, you know, some days are better than other days. So when you have that support team or that Shakti energy in your partner, that's a beautiful thing. So I wish that for everybody out there in YouTube land, you know.
And then Katapi Roti wants to know, how has your relationships changed since Kriya? Yeah, it's changed, I imagine.
Yeah, so my significant other doesn't understand the spiritual path, and she takes every opportunity when we talk to hit me below the belt and say, are you still doing that stupid meditation? That doesn't work. So this is a tall mountain I have to overclimb. So
sorry.
Yeah, not understanding the spiritual path and wanting me to go back to my ego-based self that I was before I got on the spiritual path. But I can never go back. I only go forward. So that's basically how it's changed. So I'm not lucky enough to have an understanding spiritual support team, but it's okay because I have millions of ascended masters, millions of spirit guides, millions of light workers, millions of archangels, millions of ascended masters. So never lonely. I don't know how we all fit in this room or this car or whatever, you know, jam packed like sardines. Give me some space, Baba G. Too close. Breathing down my neck.
But yeah, that happened to me as well. So it's not, you know, like you just sometimes your vibration stops matching and you got to go your own way.
Yeah, it happens to the best yogis and yoginis. I mean, Lahiri Messiah, one of the greatest Kriya yogis ever. You know, it happens to all of us, right? Your frequency is up here, and some people are still attached to the Maya delusional world, so it just doesn't match. It doesn't harmonize. So if you could find somebody that's radiating on your same frequency, then that is a beautiful blessing and a beautiful thing. So, but yeah, sometimes it is yogi's karma to not find that perfect match, or maybe it's a lesson they need to learn, you know. Once you find spiritual love or divine love, physical love doesn't have the pull that it used to have. Let's say it like that. So this is a relationship realization that a lot of yogis have, so or yoginis. So you know, it happens both ways. So I'm sure there are a lot of yoginis that had difficulties with their person they were married to. You know, in India, they have arranged marriages. So it never kind of works out, you know? So especially if you're a yogini, like you got to marry this person, but they're not on a higher frequency, then it's not a good situation. But when you have the divine love inside you as you, then it carries you through life. So the pull of physical connection has less pull, you know, unless it's a perfect situation. Let's say it like that, you know. So, but yeah, keep fighting, keep walking the path. It's never over. It's never too late. Maybe we should develop that yinder. We could find you a partner.
Yeah, be like, my soul loves your soul. Oh. Sandy
so if
says,
you're a software developer, send me a message and maybe we can make something happen. Or if in the meantime, join our free Kriya Yoga School and find somebody close to your proximity where you can connect with.
Sandy says that the ego also identifies with lower frequency states such as anger, hate, fear. Ego is a fear vibration. Intuition is in the vibration of love.
Yeah, well said, Sandy. I agree with you. So ego dwells in these lower instincts, these lower chakras, desire, fear, definitely fear. Ego is all fear based. So like anger, so if you feel any of these emotions, it's coming from the ego. It's not coming from your intuition or your soul, right? Your soul is like peace, harmony, unconditional love, helping people, joy. So those emotions is part of your soul. Fear, anger, jealousy, hate. These are all ego-based emotions. So yeah, it's well put, Sandy. It's good to see which is ego, because you just say, okay, these are these emotions, ego. These are these emotions, soul, So yeah. Black flag, anger, jealousy, hate. White flag, peace, love, and harmony. So to make a long story short, that's how I would basically tell, this is ego, this is soul centered love.
Yeah, I would also say like something that happened to me, I got my wife and I got, on different frequencies. She also didn't understand the path. And then when I divorced, one of my problems was I hated being by myself. And I was in a state of desperation to get that other person. So that was like my main focus. And it led to 2 toxic relationships because I was desperate. And I was just, if I saw somebody, they looked good and we were talking, that was good enough for me, and yeah, it led to 2 toxic relationships. And I'm still in an opposed state of by myselfness. And I think it's, even though I'm married, my wife's still not here. So it's been like 2 years almost. And I was forced into this position because I was resisting it. I'm resisting being by myself, I didn't want to be. And I'm still like, there's a purpose, let's just say, for me being here by myself. And I want to make sure that when my wife comes, I don't like all of a sudden revert back, start slacking off. Oh, my wife's here. That's going to, destroy my routine. Anything could happen. But I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen. But fortunately, she's not a yogini, but she accepts my path and I accept hers, so it's good.
Yeah, like Paul said, don't force it. Let it happen naturally and organically and see where it takes you, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation because you can't be alone with yourself. So yeah, maybe just let it flow and happen naturally how it happens,
It's the same with money, everybody, money problem. If you're like projecting this from a feeling of lack, then that's not going to work out for you. You're going to just continue on with the same problem.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Like my guru used to say, run towards money, money runs away from you. Run away from money, money runs towards you. So that was always our perspective. We're not trying to force it or come from a place of lack. We always come from a place of abundance, right? And once you cultivate that abundance and delete all that lack, then you'd be surprised what can happen for you.
Well, how we're on relationships, I'm going to skip one of Katathi's questions and then come back to it. But he wants to know, what's your thoughts on sleeping around when single? Well, you're single.
I don't know. It's like you should be careful who you share your energy with, because I don't know, like when you're single, you're trying to fill that void or that hole in you, right? By having multiple partners, but I wouldn't suggest that that is the way, you know, like single or not single, it still doesn't matter, you know, like but I don't know, some people want to go the hard way and experience it for themselves, you know. To be truthful, when I was younger, I wasn't the most promiscuous person myself, you know. So, but I upgraded from that and saw that that wasn't the way, and I got on the path of Kriya yoga, and here I am now. So, you know, but these are only temporary band-aids, like drinking alcohol, using drugs, smoking cigarettes, whatever. It's just a temporary solution, you know. But if you have self-love inside you as you, then you don't really need the love from outside sources that much, you know. So, you know, yeah, I would say so. I don't know, you know.
I would say it's extremely dangerous to do that, you know, in many different aspects. And just like what happened to me, like all of a sudden you're with this girl and you don't even know it. Like, especially I rushing too fast. I didn't even know this girl that well. And then, you know, one thing led to another, but then I'm getting that energy. And if she has any kind of negative attachments, that's going to get,
yeah,
I'm going to absorb that and it's going to come to
Right.
me. And that's exactly what happened, you know. And
Their trash is going to become your trash. And I don't know, you don't want to come out your house one day and your tires are flat and they spray painted your car.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
I mean, that's never happened to me, but you know, they're out there, you know.
Yeah, I'm like even sensitive to just people just touching people's hands. Like you absorb people's energy.
Right. You don't want other people's trash to become your trash. So be careful of whose energy you absorb or merge with, you know, because it could pull you down too. So you want to find energy that uplifts you and makes you better, not energy that drags you into the pit of despair. So find somebody who supports you and radiates you and uplifts you. You know, that's what I would say.
And interestingly, this is also in the book. The book I just recommended, there's a whole section on relationships and what can happen. And, you know, yeah, it's good. Okay. You're going to like it.
Sounds like a great book.
It is. It touches on so many things.
Okay. I'm getting it. Okay. Then, okay, here's a question that's about your DJ life. Can we find your DJ sets on YouTube? What was your DJ name?
I don't know. Do I really want to say this over there? You know?
Yeah. Do you really?
I mean, it kind of doesn't matter. Yeah, and all of our members know already. You know,
that was your past life.
Yeah, I guess, you know, it's water under the bridge. It's over now, but yeah, I guess, you know. So my Instagram is at DJ Domination. So website is djdomination.com. So
well, I do have something. I have something to say.
Yeah,
like when you had the radio show and they would play your DJ sets, they were really good. You were amazing. You had some good sets. So
I appreciate it. You know,
I wish they were still doing it, but yeah, I enjoyed it while I was listening to it, how it lasted. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really attached to it. You know, it's something I did, but I kind of turned the page on that now, and you know, so
yeah. That was
but it goes to show you that anybody could be a yogi, right? Like some people said, DJs can't be yogis. Of course they can. Yogis can do anything they want, you know? So I've seen videos of yogis smoking and they were like, yogis don't smoke. Yogis do whatever they want. If they want to smoke, they could do whatever they want. They wander around the Himalayan mountains. They eat what they want. They do what they want. So no rules and guidelines. So if I can come from a DJ life and be a yogi, then anybody could do it. So it's a good testament that There are no guidelines and no gatekeeping and no laws or regulations. Becoming a yogi, walking the spiritual path is for anybody. So tomorrow's a new day. Pivot, change course, change directions, same like I did. So and you be on your way. So if I could do it, anybody could do it. So I came from a totally ego-based narrative into a spiritual narrative. So if I could pivot and change course and change direction, then anybody can. So
about Babaji, how many incarnations of Babaji do you know of? I know there's Hydra, and then there's the one in the picture that we have. And I'm also curious about, like, the one in the picture. Is that the one that was from Sadhu Pond Lake? Apparently that was that one, but like, was that hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, or do you know the time frame when that version of Babaji was at Sadhu Pond Lake?
So that they would say Babaji, I think they say Babaji was born in a physical form. It depends which school of thought you come from. So a more SRF kind of Yogananda approach, Babaji was never in the physical form. He was always in a light being form. So it depends which story you attach to. So if you attach to the physical form, they would say Babaji was born in the year 203 AD, right? So approximately when this happened to Babaji, he was in his late teens. He attained Mahasamadhi. So this Satuppan story would probably be like 1,810 years ago, something like that, you know, roundabout. So that's probably about the time frame, you know. Okay. So when we do Babaji's Utsav, which is Babaji's birthday, but ascended masters don't have birthdays because they're light beings. So it's called Utsav, right? Which means like celebration of the accomplishments of light beings. So we usually celebrate that around November 30th. So I think his birthday would be 1,835 or something around there. So, but it just depends, you know, which story you resonate with. So a light being never had a physical form, or a physical form that attained the light being Mahasamadhi form. So yeah, so that's what I would say. But how many incarnations Babaji has? I mean, it's hard to say, you know? I mean, it depends. Physical incarnations, I would like to think we're all a spark of Babaji or Mataji. So, like, yeah, we're all incarnations of Babaji, and we're all carrying the lineage, the parampara, once we start practicing Kriya Yoga. So we are all a divine spark of Babaji, Mataji, all the Sitas, or all the Kriya Yogis who have come before us and laid the blueprint or the groundwork. So I don't know. I'll say we are all a spark of Babaji and Mataji. And as far as like physical incarnations, they say Hydra Baba is an incarnation of Babaji. Could be, you know. I've been there before. I've stayed at the ashram. I've done my sadhana out there. I stayed there with my guru. Yeah, definitely has Babaji energy. And but I would say, you know, I don't know. I would say that we're all a spark of Babaji and Mataji and all ascended masters and all spirit guides. So I would say we're all Babaji and we're all Mataji. So we're all Kriya yogis. So anybody who practices Kriya yoga is carrying on the lineage, the parampara, the tradition. So my best answer would be like we're all incarnations of Babaji and Mataji and all the people who have laid the groundwork and the signposts and the blueprint to practice Kriya yoga. So it's hard to say like which story is true or which story isn't. But if you love Babaji, I love you. If you love Mataji, I love you. So keep up the good work, all Kriya yogis and yoginis out there. You know, keep the spark of Kriya yoga going. So yeah, I don't know, like the real incarnations of Babaji. I don't know. I've never had an audience. You know, my darshans with Babaji have been mostly internal or mental, you know, or never physical, you know. So that's what a voice inside my head, an intuition, a darshan, let's say it like that. So physical forms, I don't know. I've never seen it or verified it with my own eyes, but I would say the best answer I could give that we're all Babaji and we're all Mataji. So we're all incarnations of the divine spark, our beloved Sadguru Deva Babaji.
Well, next time he pops into your head, can you ask him if he was here in the flesh and you were sitting with him at the campfire, and that question is from Paul?
Yeah, I will ask him, you know, but yeah, I don't know, these intuitions, these darshans, archangels, they're not like long-winded, let's say it like that. They're short and to the point, you know, and I don't know, you know, we'll see, you know. Sometimes I do ask some stuff like that, but it's more like a one-word answer, you know, like yes. You know, like, okay, you know, can we go into detail? No. You know, like you know, so yeah, they give you short and sweet answers, let's say it like that. So yeah, that's basically what I next time I'll ask them, but I don't know, you know.
Well, I had a question. I was thinking about when you were with your guru at his ashram, you said that you would go on morning walks with him. Would your guru open up to you more on those walks? Because you've said that you would ask him questions and he'd be like, happy, happy, happy. But I'm just wondering on the walks if he would open up more to you, or what were the morning walks like with your guru? I was thinking
the morning whites were kind of calm and kind of silent, you know. There wasn't much talking on those two. If we would sit down, he would more open up and talk about something, or you know. So yeah, there wasn't too much conversation. It was more like focusing on your walking meditation and just being alone with yourself and enjoying nature. So he would open up, but he was more like, if he had a stream of consciousness, he would just say it. If he didn't, then he would stay quiet, you know? So I knew if he opened up, then he wanted to talk. If he didn't open up, then he didn't want to talk, you know? So I stayed ready when he was ready, you know? So if he had something to say, you know, he would just open up, you know? And we would sit down and give an audience, you know, like, okay, let's take a break here. Like when we were in the Himalayan mountains, we would pass by a cave and he would be like, okay, let's take a break here. And then he would talk about the cave. Like many yogis or ascended masters have stayed in this cave, and this cave has divine energy and stuff like that. So, you know, I would wait for him to say when he's ready. I wouldn't like frustrate him with questions when he wasn't ready, you know? Because I learned the hard way. He said one time, I asked him, how would I know when I'm enlightened? And he looked at me like, I guess he wasn't ready at this point. And he said, when you have no more questions, you know? And that's all he said, right?
No more questions.
I was like, all right, well, I guess that's my cue to be like, wait for him to be ready. So, you know, so yeah, when you're ready, I'm ready. And he can kind of feel your energy, and he'll give you some little nuggets and insights. But let's say these yogis aren't long-winded, right? Like it's rare that they, you know, go into a long speech or a long thing or a satsang or whatever. They would just short and sweet and to the point, and give you what you need. So I would say these light beings, these archangels, are the same way. They're not like long-winded. They're not going to go into super detail. They're just going to give you what you need to get you on your way, right? So, yeah, that's how my guru was also. So, yeah, mostly the walks were just being alone with yourself. I mean, I was with other
like
people.
Walking meditation.
Right, like walking meditation. When we're walking, there's not too much said. Maybe singing some, songs, bhajans, mantra japa. But when we stop walking, that's when the nuggets or the insights come. But so we stay ready so we don't have to get ready. So he'll let us know when he needs to share something with us to help us on the path,
So
and it's a good sign if he doesn't share anything, because that means you're on the right track, right? So
Yes.
if you need a lot of instruction, you probably have a lot more inner work to do. So I always looked at it as like, well, if he doesn't have nothing to add to my sadhana, then I guess I'm doing a pretty good job.
Yeah. All good here. Yes, Paul.
Because if it wasn't good, then he would say something.
I was just going to say that VEDAGURUDEV is ideally suited for this platform because, I mean, like it probably wouldn't work with his guru because, he can't he can't keep it going. It's like,
yeah.
I mean, even if there's like nobody here, I think just, you and Veronica can like keep it going,
Right.
But yeah, so Babaji knew what he was doing when he struck you with his lightning bolt. He knew the future. He probably knew exactly what was going to happen, and that like, yeah, we need to have some kind of new type of platform for yoga. This is the 21st century, and
right.
And just your DJing background and everything, kind of you're suited for this,
Yeah, that's what my guru said. Like when he told me I need to go back into the Maya delusional world, he said you were built for this. You were meant for this, right? Like you have the mouthpiece for this, right? Like you could most of these yogis, like you said, they're it's going to be a 1-minute live stream, right? Like how will you know when you're enlightened? When you don't have no more questions and live stream, like that's it, So I guess Babaji was 2 years ahead of me, and he saw my inner potential, and conveyed that through my guru. Like, I know you want VEDGURUDEV to stay with you in the Himalayan mountains of the ashram, but we need people like him, boots on the ground on the front line, to really that's what my guru said. People can relate to you, right? People can't really relate to Himalayan yogis sleeping in a cave all night, and fasting for multiple days, but they can relate to you because you've been there, done that. You've experienced it. So you know what people are going through. It's harder for a yogi who've spent his whole life practicing to understand the Maya delusional world. They only know what it's like from books and stuff like that. But you actually lived it wholeheartedly for over 40 years of your life. So you can people can relate to you because you come from a place like, yeah, I remember when I asked that question too. So, and I definitely did that to myself also, so I can relate to people, what they're going through in this Maya delusional world. So I guess you're right, Paul. I was built for this, I didn't want to accept it at the time. I wanted to sleep in my blissful cave for the rest of my life. But here I am. I'm content. I'm satisfied with it. And I'm boots on the ground helping people, which is a beautiful thing, So.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was just thinking our souls ask for things we don't realize we wanted. And I wonder about your soul, VEDGURUDEV, like your soul or Babaji found a way to get you back on the spiritual path. And you've been given this role as guru. I don't know. And it's a role I don't think I'd be up for. It seems like a pretty heavy role. And I just, I don't know, like you're like, in a sense, you're like taking care, guiding souls and taking care, you know, putting breadcrumbs in front of us and getting us on the path. I don't know, you know, maybe your soul did want this, but you didn't know. But I don't know, what has surprised you about being a guru that you didn't expect? And I know the only reason I ask this is just, you know, because I like to put myself in other people's shoes just to get an understanding of what it's like to be a guru. So
I mean, I never expected to be a guru. Actually, I never wanted to be a guru. Like it was just not a thought in my mind. Like I was perfectly fine being like a Kriya band or like a sadhak or just like a devotee practicing Kriya yoga. Like it was never like one day I'm going to be a guru. I never even had that thought. Like, even in our school, up until like Guru Purnima, I never called myself a guru or anything. I was just like, well, on Guru Purnima, we celebrate the guru. And you asked the question, who is our guru? And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to accept it today. Like there's no other way around it. I've been beating around the bush long enough. So I guess today is the day. So yeah, but I never wanted to be a guru. I never had any aspirations to be a guru. I wasn't training to be a guru. I was just doing my sadhana, my daily practice. And it just kind of happened indirectly. And that's kind of the more natural, organic approach. I like it because it's less ego based, right? Like you see in our school, I give all the glory to Babaji. Like, not to me.
You're just delivering the mail.
Babaji's doing all the heavy lifting. I'm just the postman for Babaji. I'm just delivering the mail. The mail comes from him. He's driving the car. I'm just witnessing him drive me around. So all the credit to Babaji. And so yeah, by having this perspective, I never really attached to it. I got like in that ego play or that guru play, I was just like, okay, so yeah, so I mean, what it's like, I don't know. I don't really see myself any different than any of our students. I'm just practicing Kriya yoga and answering questions. And I had the same questions as everybody else a couple years ago. So I don't see myself any different or on any pedestal any higher than anybody else. In yoga, we try to stay in a state of equanimity, like everything's equal, right? So I don't see myself better than anybody else, I just, we're all walking the path together in our Kriya yoga school. So it's just like another day at the office, but it doesn't feel heavy or any different than what it felt like before I was practicing, before I was a guru, So I don't really think about it too much, to be honest with you. I mean,
you're the same person.
When you say my guru, it kind of reminds me like, oh yeah, I guess I am that, but I'm still the same person. I'm still want to be relatable. If I could do it, anybody else can do it. I don't want to be on a pedestal or let it stroke my ego. Like, I have the secrets of the universe. Let me tell you what's true and what's false. How would I know,
Well, maybe it's made your heart bigger. It's given you more empathy, more compassion.
Yeah, that's true. It's made me more relatable to people and more understanding of what people go on the spiritual path. Because just practicing Kriya yoga in your room by yourself, you stay in your walled garden, your sanctuary, so you can't really relate to too many people, but coming out here in the world and answering questions, it gives me something to contemplate and think about, like, oh yeah, that I should think about that more. I never really thought about that, I was kind of in my walled garden, my sacred sanctuary, my meditation room, on my meditation cushion. Now I really have a more open mind to what it's like to navigate the Maya delusional world, so.
Well, I don't know. Sandy puts it perfectly. She says that our soul whispers until it shouts. Like, wake up.
Yeah, true. Right. Yeah, for sure. Me too. Like my show. by doing this Kriya Yoga Sadhana, I really cleared out my static in my radio signal. So it was kind of whispering, like I can kind of hear the signal. What are you saying, Babaji? But now it's more clear and aligned. It's crystal clear, right? I got a direct connection with the signal. So yeah, once you clear out your blockages and resistance and obstacles, you know, your soul doesn't whisper, it shouts. So that's well put, Sandy.
Yeah, I just wrote that down.
Shout to you. Don't let it whisper to you, right? Because when it's whispering, it's hard to hear. Like, what are you saying? What? You know? And it's like a direct message. I got it, Babaji. I got it. You know? It's crystal clear. Archangel Michael, I got the message, right?
Okay.
Yeah. It's straight and clear.
Yeah, have somebody we haven't seen for a while. Dreamtooth CS. I remember you. He sends us a magnet and prayer hands. Thank you for that.
More magnets and more prayer hands, right?
Yes.
Magnets attracting the divine signal inside you as you.
So another thought I've been having is like, I think people think that once you become enlightened, you're just a blissed out yogi all the time. But I think once you're aware and you see things for what they are, I think staying positive doesn't mean that you're happy all the time, but it's like you're not feeding that your energy into negativity. It's kind of like you are just like, I do my best to go through life. I don't know, I just don't want to attach to the negativity, so I'll stay positive that way. So I'll just like, I refuse to let miserable people dim my spark. So maybe like my golden spark. So I would say that, yeah, I can be happy and enlightened, but I don't know. I still see, you know, the shit show for what it is. But I'm like, I don't know. I just think that people think you're just, when you're enlightened, you're happy all the time. So
yeah. So when you're enlightened, you're more aware of the Maya delusional world, and you more protect your energy, like you said, against the Maya delusional world. And you kind of look at the Maya delusional world as a detached witness, like a suspension of belief, like you're sitting in the movie theater, but you're not in the movie. You're creating distance and space from you and the movie. So you're not attached to the outcome. You're not trying to change the end of the movie. You're just watching the movie with suspension of disbelief. And okay, you know, Hulk is red in this movie. I thought he was green. All right. You know, just going with the flow and just letting it happen. So these blissed out yogis, they look like they're in outer space or just in a heightened state of being blissed out 24 hours a day. But all they have is the tools that help them navigate the Maya delusional world. And they're not attached to the Maya delusional world. They laugh at the Maya delusional world like the joke it is. So they're like, whatever. How does this serve me in the present moment? Like I said before, when you see that none of this serves you in the present moment, you're not attached to it. It's all a joke to you. It's all a comedy show on the stage of the universe. So you're not really attached to it. So you just, how can I say, sunbathe in the grace of God 24 hours a day. So you're just, you know, you're just absorbing, suntanning in the divine light 24 hours a day. So you can't be nothing but happy when you merge with divine light inside you as you, and you realize the oneness, the wholeness that is inside you as you. And you know, you see yourself as a divine spark of God, like a drop of water in the ocean of bliss, a spark in the divine sun, you know. So you see yourself as the divine oneness 24 hours a day. So yeah, that's why I would say they've realized the highest truth, that God is everywhere and everything. So what is there not to be blissed out about? What is there? Yeah. There's nothing to be sad about. There's everything to be blissed out about. So that's what they're realizing. So everything is a blissful experience when you reach that state of self-realization, Satchitananda, or enlightenment, whatever you want to call it. So that's basically what they're doing. And once you reach that state, you never want it to stop. So
Yeah.
the Maya delusional world seems ugly and cruel and gross to you. So you're just like, I'm going to stay here forever. I'm going to always stay in my happy place 24 hours a day,
Yeah.
you know? So they don't have no job. They don't have no attachments to the Maya delusional world. So they can just stay there 24 hours a day, walking around in a blissful outer space state, you know, just looking
That sounds
up
like
at the
a great place to be in your
It
golden
is a
energy.
beautiful, it is a beautiful state, right? When you
Yeah.
told me Ananda Mai couldn't even feed herself to lower frequency beings, that looks like ugly. But to me, it looks like the most beautiful thing ever. And
Yeah.
they asked her, what did they ask her?
They said,
yeah,
like,
go ahead, tell me.
what did they say? Like, doesn't it bother you? You can't feed yourself. She's like, what does it matter? My hand or their
Right.
hand? It's still the same hand.
Right, exactly, right. So you reach a higher enlightened state. Like, what does it matter? You know, like, long as I get food in my stomach, whether you feed me or I feed myself, it doesn't matter. You know, so that is a true enlightened yogini perspective, or yogi perspective. Like, none of this matters. You know, so
Yeah.
like I'm not attached to any of it. I'm gonna just stay in my blissful, happy place state, and I don't even need to eat food. Just put it in my mouth, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to waste any energy on thinking how to put food in my mouth. Put it in my mouth so I can just stay in this peaceful, enlightened state 24 hours a day, you know? So yeah. I thought that was beautiful. But to other people that would seem like handicapped or crude, you know, but to me that's a blissful state, right?
Yeah.
People
And
just put food in my mouth and I don't have to take away from my enlightened state, my samadhi state 24 hours a day. So I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So if
and
I reach that state, just put food in my mouth,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, I was just going to say her devotees, they loved helping her. They felt like it was a privilege to help her. So
me too. Like my guru, I would go out my way to do whatever he wanted, you know, go to the store for him, whatever. It was my job as a devotee. So yeah, so I'm sure they didn't mind at all. They welcomed that, right? This enlightened being, this highly evolved yogini in a 24 hours a day state of samadhi is asking me to put food in her mouth. I thought she'd never ask, you know? So that definitely wasn't like a chore or something, you know?
Yeah. Well, Dream Tooth, he says, Om Babaji, I want to keep being straight with myself magnetizing. So I guess he's explaining what his emojis meant. Straight with myself magnetizing. That sounds great.
Yeah, align yourself, connect yourself, magnetize your inner energy inside you as you always, right? So be straight with yourself. I like how that sounds. Well put.
Let's see. Paul, I didn't mean to be ignoring you. Was there any questions you had? Or
not at the moment.
Okay.
I'm still, the wheels are still turning.
It's all percolating. Okay. So Katati Roti says, what are your thoughts on schizophrenia? Some people claim it has spiritual aspects to it. Well, that's an interesting thought.
Schizophrenia. What do I think about it? Well, when you don't control your mind or master your mind in meditation, it could get away from you. Your monkey mind can start to control you. So we have all these practices in Kriya Yoga to master our mind in meditation. And that's basically what we're doing, where instead of letting our thoughts run wild or be like a monkey jumping from tree to tree, we control it, right? We dilute our thoughts. We detach and let go of our thoughts. So I've never really seen a yogi or yogini schizophrenic. I'm not saying it's happened. It can happen. I've just never seen it. So we mostly do all these practices of dhyana, meditation, to master our mind, not let it go crazy and go wild and be distracted. So that's basically what I think of schizophrenia. You know, as far as the spiritual aspect, I don't know. I've never seen anybody become schizophrenic from spirituality. You know, maybe it could happen. The practices we do in Kriya yoga are slow and gentle. They're not harsh and forcing, right? Maybe if you try to awaken your kundalini, not from your root chakra to your crown chakra, just to your crown chakra, maybe you'll get inside your mind. But even if that happens, I would just discontinue the practice. Like, I wouldn't try to force it, you know? So, but all of our practices are slowly and gently, like I was taught. So I've never really seen anybody become schizophrenic from any yogic practice, you know? So it could happen, but if you do it slowly and comfortably and gently, I think the chances are rare, to be honest. So like I've said, I never really seen it. I would say it's a lot easier for you to become schizophrenic in the Maya delusional world. It becomes overwhelming. It's pulling you in all directions. It's dragging you into the pit of despair. So once you get on the spiritual path, you kind of detach from all these lower emotions. So, you know, none of these lower emotions have a place in your happy place. Let's say it like that. Yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, my thoughts about schizophrenia. Yeah, well, I don't think it has anything to do with yoga, but if you experience in your childhood like a deeply traumatic experience, sometimes it kind of fractures your personality to where it's so horrible that you have to like literally create a new personality to like escape from that. And then, I've heard that they use these tactics, the military and stuff, and that's what the Manchurian Candidate was all about. They will use those tactics. They'll traumatize you until you split, and then they will take control of the new personality and, tell it what it is. And, they could trigger you to do stuff, to be like an assassin or any kind of thing like that. So, yeah, I don't think yoga would have anything to do with it, but I think that's how split personalities are created, through some type of traumatic experience. Yeah.
Yeah, but look how gross these people are. I'm gonna break you so much that you split so you could go be a soldier in a war or something like that. Like, they just tell on themselves how gross they are, you know? Like, get control of your own consciousness so no one can tell you who you're not, you know? When you're self-realized and you know who you are, somebody telling you, listen, soldier, you know who you are. You got to go over to this place and kill these people. And they make up these names so they become subhuman. So it's easy to take a soul off the planet, you know? So I don't know, you know? But yeah, whatever trauma you went through in your life, I would look at it as water under the bridge. Today is a new day. I don't need these rocks in my backpack anymore. They no longer serve me. It happened. You know, it's water under the bridge. So what? I ate a cheeseburger 10 years ago. It's over, you know? So I would just be the best person you could be in the present moment. And whatever trauma you went through, you know, look at it as like it made you a better person, and let you know that there are bad people out here and you don't want to be around them, or you don't want to be in a situation if possible. So and just water under the bridge, you know. It happened the way it happened. Okay, you know, I'm not happy about it, but I'm not going to carry these rocks in my backpack no longer either, you know. I'm going to walk forward, not backwards. And, you know, whatever happened, that's what happened. And turn the page, you know.
Turn the page.
Throw those rocks off your backpack, you know. Don't carry it around. Travel light, my friends. Travel light, my friend. No trauma.
So, I did just hear from one of our tribe members, Mariana, and she is not, she's struggling right now. and she's having some kind of back problems and feels like crap. I told her to come join us, but I don't know if she will. But I will attempt Dan Van Tree for her, as I've been practicing that one. I will invoke it right now.
Oh, you'll do it. Okay, great.
Okay,
outstanding.
Om Mara Mara, Thailand He, Vitish Varam, Coville, Dan Van Tree, Potri.
Outstanding, Paul.
Yeah.
Very great.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so sending healing energy, transmuting healing energy via Dan Van Tree, Sita Dan Van Tree to Mariana, healing all her back problems, collectively healing whatever she's going through, you know. Rising tides lift all boats. So anytime Mariana needs to talk to me or get something off her chest, we have a private call, and just let me know when she's available. I'll help her go overcome whatever she's going through whenever she's ready. We're always here, so I don't want her to feel like she's alone or, you know, or she shouldn't be shy at all. So this private call we have on, so SKOOL made a feature like a week ago called Livestream. So if you tell me, I'll send you a SKOOL link, and it's like Google Meet or like Zoom, but like private. So whatever you have to get off your chest for any of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members, all you have to do is send me an email, send me a DM when you're ready, and I'll send you a link, and we'll overcome this and walk this path together. So whatever you're overcoming, we don't want to leave you by yourself, or we don't leave no yogi or yogini left behind, especially Mariana. So if she's going through something and she needs my assistance, let me know. I'm here 24 hours a day to help all of our members.
Great.
Beautiful. Katathi Roti has some questions for you. So he wants to know, are there any negatives to the spiritual path? Do you miss any aspect of your past life?
Negative aspects of the spiritual path. No, not really. If you come from a place of love and not hate, then I don't see how you could ever go wrong, you know? Like, in my personal situation, I'm almost like been there, done that. So I already know what it is, you know? I've already been at 100. Now I'm going back to 0. So I already know what it's at. You know, what do I miss from my past life? I don't know. Pizza, Skittles, Doritos, donuts. I don't know.
Food?
No, I'm just kidding. You know? So, I mean, as a yogi, we could you can do whatever you want, you know. Veronica sent me some videos of yogis smoking. They're not attached to it. They're free birds. They do whatever they want. So I don't really miss anything about my past life. It's like been there, done that, kind of, I would say, right? So negatives about being on the spiritual path, I don't think you could ever go wrong doing your inner work and trying to be the best person you could be, helping people as much as you can, loving people as much as you can. I don't see anything negative about it. Now, if you're hurting people in the name of the spiritual path, like we talked about, certain people, they call themselves of God or whatever, you know, you could see clearly that this is not of God at all. Hurting people, violence, murder, this has no place in God's vocabulary, you know? So you could see real easy: peace, harmony, unconditional love, white flag; murder, death, destruction, chaos, anger, jealousy. I'm sure there are a lot more I'm missing. They hold up the black flag, so always hold up the white flag on the spiritual path, not the black flag. And I don't see what could be negative about it, you know. And you know, there are some, what they call them, rogue yogis who hold up the yogic banner, but I don't know, have 99 Rolls Royces and do bad things with the devotees.
Yeah, take advantage.
You know? I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying that sounds more like the black flag than the white flag to me. But no judgment over here. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of witnessed my past life as like a movie, and I'm in the audience, right? Just watching the pictures go by and like, interesting, you know. So I don't really miss too much about my past life, you know. And yeah, if I wanted to eat a donut, I could, you know. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm going to enjoy it for the donut it is, you know. I'm trying to be like Boganantar, enjoyer, right?
Yeah.
So if I feel the
Treat
craving
yourself.
for taste the rainbows and eat some Skittles, I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest. That very rarely happens, but I'm not beneath it, you know. Maybe I have an off day.
I've been known to drink a 40 and smoke a blunt every once in a while.
Treat yourself.
You sound like Tupac, right? You know, I drink a 40 and smoke a blunt, right? Words from Tupac himself. Yeah, don't beat yourself up about it. Just enjoy it, right? You know, you know,
like, yes.
Yeah, be an enjoyer. So I like when Patanjali says in the Yoga Sutras, the line to God is not a straight line, it's a zigzag. So all yogis, all yoginis fall off the path, have a donut, drink a 40 every once in a while. It's normal. It happens to all of us, right? You know, you don't want to suppress these things. You want to exhaust them and get them out your system, you know? So if instead of suppressing yourself, driving yourself crazy, if you feel like a 40 and you're not attached to it, you know, if you drink a 40 3 times a day for the last 10 years, probably not good. But moderation, you know what? I've been doing my sadhana wholeheartedly this month. Let me hit that 40, you know, take it to the head. Why not, you know? You know, a lot of people would say that, like spiritual people can't do that, but spiritual people could do anything, right? Yogis or yoginis can do whatever they want. They're free birds, so they're not attached to it, you know? If Neem Karoli Baba can swallow 20 LSD pills, then and not get attached to it, anything is possible. So you want to have your awareness, your vibration high as possible so you're unaffected by it, you know? You enjoy it, then you exhaust it, and you let it go, you know?
Yeah. I was thinking that the only negative aspect I can think of the spiritual path is like family, friends, relationships. They just want the old version of you. They don't want the new version. They only accept
but that has nothing to do with you. That has to do with them. That's their problem, not your problem. So
yeah.
They're attached to who you used to be, and they want you to be who you used to be so they could control you better, right? You know? You were easily controlled when you were in a fear-based state or whatever. But if they were your real, true loved ones, then they would uplift you and support you on your spiritual march, no matter what. So they're kind of telling on themselves by doing that, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's them, not me.
I want you to be who I want you to be, right? You know, I want my projection of you to be your projection of you. And when you are on your spiritual march, you no longer identify with that. So you're like, nah, you know, I'm going to be who I'm going to be, or you either love me or leave me alone, you know, but I'm not changing for you. So if you really love me and support me, you change for me, you know, you support it no matter what. But yeah, they're out here.
This is who I am.
Yeah.
So Katati Roti's like your Barbara Walters. Questions keep coming. I think a short film about your life would be amazing to show the masses of the power of Kriya Yoga, to show that the things that most people strive for, money, fame, etc., fall short to Kriya. I think that's a wonderful idea. Well,
I mean, when Chad was here, he said I should write a book and he was going to help me. But I don't know. When the timing's right, maybe, you know. As a yogi, you kind of don't really think about these things. They seem like glare of the Maya delusional world, you know? I mean, yeah, you're right. They would probably help people. And if I could do it, anybody else could do it. But I don't know, you know?
You're not seeking it.
I would want my movie to be like Patanjali in the Yoga Sutras. 3 words. And now yoga, right? 3 words, right? That's it. The world's shortest movie, right? Nothing else. And now yoga, right? I don't want to talk about it. I want to be about it. I do yoga. I don't talk about it. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see what the cards hold.
Yeah.
If you're a director, Katu, and you want to come to Thailand and make that dream a reality, let's get to work. You know.
Yeah.
But first, let's develop the Yinder app.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. That'll be part of your movie.
Yeah. Yinder.
Katathu Roti also wants to know, would you incorporate your DJ skills to produce a set that uplifts people, mantra mixes, positive lyrical songs, uplifting melodies, etc.?
We talked about this before. So one of our members in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, Shiva Angi, is from India, and she has a YouTube channel where she does this. She puts together beats and she does mantra japa over the beats, which is very profound and probably way better than I could do. So if you want to hear something like that, maybe Veronica put in the YouTube chat what her YouTube channel is.
Yeah,
and
so give me a chance.
It's there. So I mean, I kind of turned the page on my DJ career. Every once in a while they pull me back in, you know, but I don't know. I don't really think about it too much, you know. In my DJ, I have like a DJ room, like a studio where I used to produce music, and it has all my awards and pictures from all around the world. So I have daily reminders about it, but I don't know. I don't really think about it too much. It really doesn't define me anymore, you know. I don't identify with it. Sometimes I got to catch myself, like, who did that? I was like, oh, I guess I won that award. No, I don't even relate to it no more. So it's okay, you know. So yeah, on my Instagram story, I post throwback pictures of different places I've been and different DJ things. So if you want a daily reminder, you could follow me on Instagram. There's lots of videos, Instagram stories, Instagram photos. So yeah, but as of now, I just don't have the feeling for it as much as I used to, you know, because I'm more on the spiritual march, not on the Maya delusional DJ march like before. And I feel a lot lighter because I don't attach to it, you know. Kind of heavy at the time.
Yeah.
Overwhelming.
Well, Katathu Roti's next question is, what are the biggest challenges you faced on the spiritual path and how you overcame them?
The biggest challenges I faced on the spiritual path, which is surrendering, like getting out my own way, overthinking things, trying to be perfect with all the kriyas or asanas or meditation I did, being too serious, being too rigid, being too stiff. You know, once I realized that yoga is an enjoyable thing, it should be blissful, it should be comfortable, it should be relaxing, then my yogic practice became more blissful, you know, breathing into your spine when you do the asanas, you know, enjoying the asanas, breathing, you know. So yeah, once I realized this, all the challenges that I thought or I had made up in my mind became less of a pull, you know. It became more of a blissful, happy experience. Like when I go out into the Maya delusional world, I miss my meditation cushion at this point. But yeah, so I don't know. I enjoy yoga. It's nothing's really a challenge. It's a beautiful thing to be a Kriya yogi every day. So I don't take it for granted. I enjoy it to the fullest. Like Paul said, I'm a bogar. I'm a boganantar. I'm an enjoyer.
Yes.
So not too many
Enjoy.
challenges, you know. Most of the challenges are Maya delusional world based, which doesn't matter anyway. So unless I care, I don't really care what other people think of my spiritual practice, so, or my sadhana. So when you have that mindset, it's between you and God. What other people say outside you doesn't really matter, because you're walking your own solo path. It's tailor-made and individualized for yourself. So what other people say doesn't matter.
Okay, my next question for you is, do you think the government, cabal, etc., know about Kriya and might use it for their own benefit if possible? Is there a negative aspect of spirituality that people use for their own benefit, like money?
I mean, I would think, I mean, I don't know. I've never been a member of the cabal, so I don't really know what they're thinking, but I don't know. Their playbook is more fear-based and more lower emotion, lower frequency, you know? I think Kriya Yoga, they're against it, because that you begin to realize your own inner potential. Like, why do you need the government when you could go to your happy place whenever you close your eyes? So I think they don't want you to use Kriya. They don't want anything to do with Kriya. They want you to stay in a fear-based regurgitation of the narrative place, you know? They don't want you to realize your true inner potential. They want you to stay in a fear-based state. So I don't think they would use Kriya Yoga for their own benefit. Like, it wouldn't benefit them, because the more you do Kriya Yoga, the more you would realize how much of a liar and a trickster and a jokester they are. So they would definitely not want you to come out the veil behind the curtain of delusion. You know, they want you to stay in delusion. They don't want you to come out. So Kriya Yoga has the adverse benefit that they want. They want you to stay in fear-based. Kriya Yoga makes you a fearless yogi or yogini. So it would be no benefit to them, in my opinion. Negative. What's the second part? Is there a negative aspect of spirituality that people use to own benefit? Yeah. I mean, just go on YouTube any day, or go on, I mean, any platform. There are a bunch of misinformation about the spiritual path. If you open your third eye, you're going to let demons in. You know, it's 90% of it's misinformation. Like, let me tell you how the yogis breathe tumo in the Himalayan mountains. You know, none of it works. You know, so when they see this, hold on a second. There's somebody.
Yeah.
There's like a truck. Keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it moving, guys.
Right behind me. I'm alive. I'm alive here. Nobody even there, you know. If she has if she's selling all her, I don't know what she's selling, chicken or something, but like, yeah, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, like they have these motorcycles with a sidecar that has all kinds of stuff in Thailand.
Yeah,
and
sounds like a ruckus going on.
Yeah. Oh, she parked right there. Oh boy.
Well, it's worth the 3-hour mark. I think we'll wrap this up in a minute.
So, yeah, what was I saying about money? Yeah, so there are people who take some secrets of yoga and try to monetize it and use it for their own benefit. So it happens out there. So, but yeah, I don't get attached to the misinformation. Whatever resonates with you and makes you feel the best, that would be the best. So they're out there, and they know that these Kriya yogis aren't coming down from their cave to teach the real. So they could basically write their own Frankenstein script of what yoga is. So that's basically why I started the Kriya Yoga School.
Yeah.
Like to dissolve all these misconceptions about Kriya Yoga and all these false narratives. I mean, YouTube, all these platforms are full of it, right? Like, let me tell you how to open your chakras or whatever, or the bees or mantras, and you're like, what? So yeah, I don't know. They're out there, but I don't know. If you want real authentic teachings, join our Kriya Yoga School. So
well, Sandy says, I'm getting sleepy, but I want to thank you for sharing your lights, beautiful souls. Thank you for sharing your soul. Aww.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your soul, and thank you for sharing your beautiful light.
And
yeah, if you want to hear what Thai music sounds like, they're playing it on that part right behind me, right? You hear it, right?
Yes. Thank you for sharing your music. Katathi Roti says, thank you for answering my questions.
No problem. Anytime, Katathi. We'll be back here Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our satsang. If you think of any questions during the week, give them to me at that time, and we'll be back 1 week from now, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Sunday, our Soul Talk. So, yeah, I'll try to answer everybody's question wholeheartedly. So if you're watching this out there, don't be shy. Give me your questions, whatever comes to you, type it in the YouTube chat, and I'll answer it wholeheartedly.
Well, I have one last question for you. It's from Dreamtooth CS. He says, my challenges of facing myself, finding my constitutional supports, battling misinformation. Haha.
Yeah. I mean, it's a war zone out there. It's a minefield of misinformation, challenges of facing yourself. Would just go in the bathroom, look in the mirror, and self-observe yourself, and look yourself in the mirror and say, how can I be better? And how can I overcome all these challenges out here in the Maya delusional world? Misinformation of mainstream media, misinformation of social media, misinformation everywhere you look, I like that movie that came out in the 80s. It's called They Live, right? When he put on the glasses, he could see the narrative. Buy, consume, eat, all the marketing behind the glasses. So they have very high level techniques to steal your consciousness and steal your awareness and tell you what makes you happy. But when you realize happiness is inside you, happiness is internal, not external, it's harder for them to steal you, give you happiness or steal your happiness, because you protect your inner happiness, and you can't be easily swayed out there, So
that's a great movie. I just recently rewatched that with Roddy Piper. He was a professional wrestler, and I guess he got into acting, as some of them do. But
I like that movie.
But it was a lot of fun.
I like that movie when he goes into the bank and he says, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm out of bubble gum, right?
I guess I'm kicking ass.
Right? And he has that fight scene with the black guy. I mean, that was probably one of the best movie fight scenes ever, right? That was like a real down and dirty, low blow fight scene, right? That's like a real fight, like an alley fight, So yeah, so I like that. He put on the glasses and he could see the aliens, and he could see the consuming narrative, Yeah, that was a good one. So yeah, see behind the curtain, see who the Wizard of Oz really is, and you see all these challenges aren't really challenges at all. When you become self-realized, self-aware, you kind of laugh at their narrative, and you realize happiness is internal, not external. So when they say, buy this Big Mac, you'll be happy, you're like, nah, that ain't gonna make me happy. That's just a piece of bread and a fake burger, Or they're always trying to sell you happiness. Buy this car, you'll get lots of girls, and everybody will love you, and your neighbor will think you're cool. Buy this big pharmaceuticals. That's my favorite. When they're running through the daisies in the field, and they're at the barbecue and they're all happy. Yeah, I took Oxycontin and I'm so happy at the barbecue. No, you're not. You're sleeping under a bridge in Skid Row. Like,
trying to
and
feed
my favorite
addiction.
is the end, right? Where it says, if you feel suicidal thoughts or you're bleeding out your ass or blah, 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 discontinue, right? They say it's like super fast, right? Like, what? Bleeding out your ass? This pill makes you bleed out your ass? What the hell am I taking this?
I thought I only had one problem.
I thought it made you run through the daisy fields and happy. It brings you so much happiness. I'm at the barbecue with all my friends and it's so great, right? If you have suicidal thoughts, discontinue. What? This makes me jump off a bridge? I'm definitely not taking this pill. So, yeah, you begin to see like they're selling you snake oil. They don't have the answers to happiness. They're selling you something they don't have, right? No pill can make you happy if you realize that happiness is internal. It's not external. So it's only a temporary band-aid. But if you have inner happiness, you carry it with you 24 hours a day.
Well, Sandy says, stay blessed. Oh, and then Dreamtooth, he said, awesome to your response to his question. I think it's a he. I'm not sure. I'm assuming.
Awesome to you, Dreamtooth CS. Keep fighting the good fight. Stay happy always. Wake up with a big smile on your face. Life is great. You know, nature is great.
And then Darren Carter says the planet is going through a massive shift. We can all feel it. Yes. Hopefully for the better.
Yeah, I agree. It is going through a massive shift. Hopefully that shift is to collective consciousness and collective awareness and not to a lower frequency. But yeah, no matter what happens in this crazy Maya delusional world, always stay happy. Always help people, always have unconditional love. Come from a place of love, not from hate. And just get your popcorn and watch the Maya delusional world. Keep Mayan. Don't get attached to it. Like, whatever. There it goes again, you know. And, you know, watch the Maya delusional circus. What'd you say in our school, Veronica? Not my circus, not my monkeys, right?
Exactly. Yes.
So not my circus, not my monkeys, right? So we don't get attached to it. All you got to do is have one of our members, Hassan, told a story in our class like about Ramayana Maharishi. And they were asking him, like, how can you be so blissful where there's so much war and people dying? He said, not in my universe. So make your universe, your happy place, so blissful and so enjoyable that you're unaffected by any of this Maya delusional chaos out here in the world. But yeah, it can get overwhelming at times. So I'm compassionate for it. You're constantly bombarded, being pulled in all directions, you know, by the social media slot machine, you know. So put up your shield and make your universe so blissful that you're unaffected by whatever the Maya delusional world throws at you on a daily basis. I like when they say in the yogic scriptures, even if it's the end of the world, don't let anything shake your samadhi. So like I said before, no matter how sunny it is, unshakable mountain. No matter how much it rains, unshakable mountain. No matter how much snow there is, unshakable mountain. No matter how much wind there is, unshakable mountain. No matter how much chaos there is in the UK, unshakable mountain. No matter what the president does, unshakable mountain, unshakable mountain. So
unshakable.
Be an unshakable mountain 24 hours a day, and you should be able to overcome and navigate this crazy Maya minefield delusional world that's out there.
Yes. And Sandy says, I can't make out the music, just sounds like loud music. Perfect example of the Maya world behind you.
Yeah. Well, I think she turned it off now.
Yeah, it sounds quiet now.
Yeah, so I'll give you a brief synopsis of Thai music. That's what it is. So I'll tell you a funny joke my father told me. You know, my father was kind of crude, and if this offends you, no harm, no foul, right? Just close your ears. So my father told me, how do Chinese people name their children? And I was like, I don't know. He said they dropped the silverware on the floor. Ching chong, ching chong, ching 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 chong.
Oh,
So
Dad.
That's Thai. Yes, that's Thai music too. You know? Yeah. My father was a blue collar, a rough and tumble steel mill Pittsburgh worker guy, kind of guy. So he had crude humor, right?
You can't laugh at yourself. Come on. That's why we have humor.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's Thai music for you. He turned it off. Right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it sounds quieter now. Darren Carter says, thank you, yogis. Love and light to you all. Love and light to you.
Love and light to you. Always, Darren Carter. Keep fighting the good fight.
And Sandy says, love and accept yourself and watch what happens. Yeah, watch what happens.
Yeah, exactly. You have to start with self-love before you can love other people. Because when you love yourself, then you could radiate love out to everybody else. So, yeah, love yourself, and you'd be surprised of where it leads you and takes you, you know. I could have never imagined any of this a couple years ago, and I just did my inner work, and it took me wherever it took me, and here I am today, live from a Thailand beach.
That's also, loving yourself is also a prerequisite to finding a partner. If you don't love yourself, then you don't have, you know.
Right. When you don't love yourself, how can you love others, you know? So start by loving yourself. You'll attract other people, like-minded people, and other vibrations that resonate with your vibration a lot easier.
Yeah, if you're a mess, you might be like, I don't need a project right now. Right. Sandy
or you solve
says,
the world's problems, solve your own problems.
Yeah. Sandy says, my plant medicine cannabis has benefits and 0 of those side effects. Yes, and it's all natural for you.
Yeah, why not? You know? Yeah, when I was in the Himalayan mountains, some of these sadhus smoked cannabis. Why not? You know?
Yeah.
They were unaffected by it. It helped get them through the day. They enjoyed it. Why not? Who am I to judge? You know? They're walking the spiritual path. So it doesn't make them less of a sadhu or less of a yogi or less of a yogini. You know? They're still self-realized beings. So, you know? If it helps get you through the day, why not?
Yeah, your body knows. Listen to your body.
Listen to your body. Your body knows best, for sure.
Well, I think that's everything for our soul talks tonight, because I know it gets hot for you, and I think we've had a very robust soul talks tonight.
Yeah, this was pretty profound today. All right.
Yes.
We had some good nuggets and some good insights.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Let me take. Okay. Well, I guess we'll wrap up our September 21st VEDAGURUDEV'S Soul Talks live from a Thailand beach with me and Veronica and Paul joining us. They're not paid actors. They're actual Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members. And so, yeah, we do this Soul Talks every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live from a Thailand beach. Usually go 3 hours, so we'll answer all your questions wholeheartedly. And what'd Sandy say at the end?
She says that this one was amazing, and I also love that Paul was here the whole time. So thank you for staying the whole time.
Stayed the whole way. Thank you for staying the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a pretty profound. We had a lot of good nuggets and insights on this Soul Talks.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you could split this one up into a million different things. Like, are you a star seed? This, that, or the other. I could just see a lot of little
and
the way
dating.
you chop it up and
Yeah.
put it
dating. Yeah, we have a lot of good videos that will be on our YouTube channel right here at VEDGURUDEV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch as many videos as you can. We're trying to get our hours up. We're at 2,000 hours now, but we need to get to 3,000. So your help and support would be greatly appreciated. We have a playlist for all of our Soul Talks live streams, all of our Soul Talks, like questions, all of our Babaji quotes, pretty much everything. So there's over 500 log form videos on there. And tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have our Mantra Monday, and it'll be Lord Narayana, Lord Vishnu, 108 Raksha beads, 1 mala. So there's also a playlist for that, Mantra Monday. So we have a lot of profound mantras. It's good to put on right before you go to sleep, and I'll sing you into the sleeping state with all the mantras. I think we have like 7 now.
Yeah, and this will be
Today
8.
might be 8. This will be 8. Okay, yeah. So we have Babaji, Mataji, Shiva, Lakshmi, Lord Ganesha, Kali. Who else am I missing? Somebody. I think that's it, right? Is there any more?
So first we did Babaji, Mataji,
Mataji.
Who was the guy a male figure after Mataji? Oh, that was Shiva. Did we say Shiva?
Shiva, yeah. Dancing Shiva statue.
We did
Lakshmi.
Lakshmi.
Then Ganesha, then Kali, right? That's it, right?
Kali.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I guess now.
Yeah, Narayana now.
Narayana. Okay, 7.
Right.
I thought we were at 8. Okay.
Right when I'm wrapping up, the lady drove away with all the Thai music. All right. Oh. Should have been done 30 minutes ago. All right. That's how, you know, what they call it? Murphy's Law. Nothing ever happens the way you want it to happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at VEDGURUDEV and discover the secrets of Kriya Yoga 100% free. Join over 770 like-minded Kriya yogis and yoginis practicing Kriya Yoga 100% free. If you want to connect with like-minded Kriya yogis and yoginis 100% free, they have a tab called Map. You could see which yogis and yoginis are by you, and use our free school as a dating app. And maybe if the stars align, we'll start a Yinder, a yogic Tinder, connecting like-minded Kriya yogis and yoginis. And what Sandy say at the end?
She said sound effects, FTW. What does FTW mean?
For the world? I don't know. That's a good question.
For the win.
Oh, for the win. Okay. Close.
I'm in my 50s. I'm an oldster. I don't know what all these like. For the win, yes. Let me find a good one.
Yeah, my daughter sometimes texts me like LOL or like, you know, these short form. I was like, what the hell does that mean? Yeah. You know? And she was like, laugh out loud. And I was like, why don't you just type out laugh out loud? So yeah, I guess I'm an older fellow, you know, so I don't get these short text abbreviations. So yeah, I'm with you. Win. And if you want to master the supreme, go ahead, keep it going.
Okay.
Hit it again. And if you want to master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga and join me, Veronica, and Paul, and all of our Kriya Yoga School members practicing the advanced techniques of Kriya Yoga, go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. So I guess that's pretty much it.
Yes.
Wrapping up our... Go ahead.
Sandy says she's 49, but she used to teach teenagers and knew their lingo. Then, but that was over 7 years ago. So she's been schooled. She knows the lingo.
Oh yeah, I guess you can't relate to high school teenagers unless you know the emoji,
the language of them.
Text abbreviations. You know.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
I just
So
want to say. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just thank you everybody that joined our Soul Talks that we covered here. I might be biased, but I think this is the best sat song in the universe. So thank you all for joining. So yes.
Yeah, and if you want to know where to find all Kriya Yoga knowledge in one place, we have a very interactive community. Just join our free Kriya Yoga school, freekriyayoga.com. Like I said, one of our members posts a lot of video every day. So you could find all good videos in one place. And yeah, that would be a good idea. So all the information's on the screen. Support our Kriya Yoga family. And thank you for joining us at our September 21st VEDAGURUDEV'S Soul Talks live from the Thailand beach with me and Paul.
And Veronica.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Veronica, sorry. Me, Paul, and Veronica, and everybody out there in YouTube land, right? So we'll go out with Babaji's Mula Mantra. This is Babaji's direct phone number. So if you ever want to call Babaji, you can call Babaji directly by saying Babaji's Mula Mantra. Om, Kriya, Babaji, Nama Om. And Veronica and Paul will say it so beautifully right now.
Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om.
Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om.
Om Kriya Babaji Namo. And lastly, we will sing the Shanti Universal Peace Mantra, giving peace and love to all people all around the world. And Veronica and Paul will say it so beautifully right now.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shalom. Sat Nam Sadhu Tao Em. Spirit. Swami Kami Amen Amen. Umen Selah Hom. Om.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shalom. Satnam Sadhu Tao Amo Spirit. Kami Nami Amen Amen Omen Selah Hom. Om.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shalom. Sat Nam Sadhu Tao Em Spirit. Swami Kami Amen Amen. Omen Selah Hom. Are you feeling spiritually lost? Like you've tried everything, YouTube videos, online courses, even meditation apps, but still something is missing? Wondering, is this all there is? The world is loud and chaotic, and your soul is overwhelmed, craving inner peace, but you can't find your way back to yourself. This is exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system to help people just like you. This isn't a video you watch and forget. It's a daily spiritual lifeline that brings you back to your soul. So if you're done feeling lost and you're ready to start transforming, then come join us. This is more than a course. This is your lifeline. go to kriyayogamasterclass.com.
Kriya Babaji Namo. 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 Kriya Babaji